I do not know why the game view is muted. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna bring us in. It's Splatfest time. As you're in the Pokemon mood.
I don't know.
Hey, that's cool. Because it's something to talk about, that's for sure.
Yeah. I've just been in a Pokemon mood. I've been wanting to play through all the games as I can. I even told Amber, I said, once you finish that, we're going to finish up Juarez, because we never finished Juarez yet.
Yeah, how far did you guys even get?
We beat Norman.
Okay, so that's not bad.
So, she's never played 3rd gen, and I wanted her to play 3rd gen at least.
And that's probably one of the better ways to get into it.
Yeah,
so I like how they streamlined in that one.
Yeah, 3rd gen is one of my favorites before it long, so.
Yeah. I forgot I still have my gyro off when I made the little YouTube video. Turn that back on. There we go. Alright, so get things out of the way here. Yeah, so how you doing, Ray Cloud? How you doing, Zero? Should try Axiom Verge. I have it on Steam, I just haven't played it yet.
I have Axiom Verge on like everything, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, that's true. You have it on, like, I believe, Switch. You have Axiom on PC copy.
I have it on Switch. I have it on the Wii U version too.
Oh yeah,
so
I forgot you got it on Wii U.
I have the game. Haven't gotten around to playing it yet. I got the physical version on Switch because that was, I mean, besides PS4 and the other version, that was like the only physical copy of the game. I kind of wanted the physical copy of that game because I like Metroidvania, so I was like, okay.
We never played 3rd gen. We were just talking about Amber never playing 3rd gen. Turn Unique.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rock the 52 gal for a bit. I've been doing pretty good with this gun as of late, so I'm gonna keep it on.
Yeah, Amber's never played 3rd gen Pokemon, and we were in the middle of Oras. We were trying to finish it up. But she's been kind of distracted with Digimon Cyber Sleuth, so I don't want to take her away from that game. So
yeah.
I want her to finish that game before we get back to playing that.
I still think, for me, like, 3rd gen was still one of my favorites, but that's probably also because it was when I was in a big Pokemon high. Because I played 3rd gen a lot back in the day.
3rd gen, I'd say I'm the person, I don't particularly love or hate any generation. I actually kind of like all the generations that come out. I can find something I like just because, Pokemon's my favorite series out of, like, everything.
Yeah.
So, but the ones I've had the most enjoyment out of would probably be 3rd gen, 4th gen. I know a lot of people don't like 4th gen, but I don't see really why people hate it. I think the only reason people can give me examples of is Diamond and Pearl was bad. And I was like, that makes sense, but they fixed it with Platinum, so you don't play Diamond and Pearl.
I'm looking forward to next time I replay 4th gen to play Platinum, just to see the changes firsthand. Because I still remember when, what was it, 2015, 2016, when Chugga Conway was doing his Platinum run. I maybe want to go back and try 4th gen again, so I only had Diamond at the time. I played through that. It was still okay. I still really enjoyed it. On my 3DS, I think if I look at my system clock time, it's one of my most played games. But not so because there's a lot to do in 4th gen, especially Platinum.
I was just mentioning this on Twitter. I wish that Pokemon would bring back the Battle Factory or Battle Frontier, because that was my favorite post game stuff.
Yeah, I had to actually check something here real quick because I was almost gonna play this like a ranked mode. I was just going ahead. That was a little bad.
I'm gonna wait until you're done with your match to join you.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll try doing that. Nope. That's right. There's a new weapon now. There's like a sloshing machine. So we're gonna probably see that a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of that person now, especially now I've grown up and I've just, played all this generations and everything. I can't say a favorite because there's something I like in every generation. So it's kind of like how you are with your favorite Zelda game, Lester.
Yeah, that's how I am. Flip flop between two. I mean, like as of late right now, I'm really enjoying all the time I spend in Ocarina. I'm playing it a lot because of the practice run and then the raw recording I'm doing for League. So we can do that sometime this year.
Yeah.
At this point, I texted Amber this last night. I got through Water Temple, and that was a pain to record only because I kept on forgetting my route. I was halfway through the dungeon and I had to reset because I forgot to go grab one key, and that bugs me. It's like nope, gotta go back.
It's always that one key.
It's because how I'm routing it. I actually skip a key altogether in that dungeon. I didn't realize that until after my last practice run. It's like, oh, I actually skipped this key now. Sweet.
But I can tell you my favorite Pokemon game, but I can't tell you my favorite generation of Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon game is still Soul Silver version. That's my favorite one. But,
Yeah. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is so good.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver is my favorite of the games, but out of everything else, I can't really tell you a favorite because there's something in every generation I liked.
Yeah.
Even I know a lot of people don't like 6th Gen. I'm like, 6th Gen had really cool Pokemon that I liked, like Aegis Slash.
Yeah.
Aegis Slash was awesome.
That's like the only one I still have not played at all. I played a little bit of like Black and White when it first came out, but that was the only on my flashcard. I still haven't played it yet.
Wait, are you talking about Black and White or
Well, that's
X
what
and
I'm
Y?
going into, yeah, because I played every generation. I've even played a little bit of Gen 5, but Gen 6, besides Omega Ruby, yeah, not touched at all. I still have Y in the wrapper. So
Okay,
I gotta play that. That was the next Pokemon game I was thinking of playing.
I like Y because one, it's the only Pokemon game where you get 2 starters right at the beginning.
Yeah, which is actually really cool from what I've heard. So we're getting wrecked.
I kind of figured as much. I was getting wrecked on the last game. So.
I mean, at this point, they're in our base, like right next to the spawn point. This is pretty bad for us.
I like how it's. Oh my gosh, they're lemonade colors. I just now realized that.
Yeah, you have pink lemonade and then just the normal
Just
lemonade.
regular yellow lemonade.
Yeah. This is probably what they were back in Splatoon 1, because actually this Splatfest is not exclusive for Splatoon 2. This theme was actually in the first game for Japan. I believe it was like their 7th Splatfest, so it was pretty early on.
Rain Cloud, I agree with you. Heart Gold and Soul Silver set my standards way too high. with Pokemon following you, the post game itself, and not only that, it has the Battle Frontier. Yeah, that's why Heart Gold and Soul Silver. There was so much in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah, that's what I really liked about it.
Enjoyable to play. I still stand by the fact that that's the best remake of video games ever made. Is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, if you want to talk about best remake, that's best remake to me.
That's true. It was really good. I still remember playing so much of that. I think my playtime's still like over 200 hours when I first played it back in high school.
Oh, Lester, no!
Oh, well, I just realized that now. All right, next game.
Okay, you're fine.
I hope they fix that issue where you still need 4 people to do friend stuff in Splatfests. I still want to try that. I'm just so used to going into the games for these past couple Splatfests, I have to just go in solo, and it's like, oh, I guess now it's a force of habit, going back to the Splatoon 1 days.
Sorry.
Hey, at least this one is actually at a good time of the year, because the last 3 were going on during either holidays or major events, so, the last 3 Splatfests have not been at good times. Oh, speaking of which, this is a weird segue, but have you gotten an email from the Yeti yet talking about your shirts being shipped from this past GDQ?
I didn't order any shirts from Best GDQ.
Oh, I thought you did. I don't
No.
remember you saying that. It must have been from the last one.
No.
Well, they just finally did that
it
when I
was
noticed.
It was the last one before that.
Okay, that's probably what I was thinking of. This is also a really cool shifty station. Wow, this is like big. Really big.
But yeah, I could find some positives about like a lot of things in Pokemon, and like I know. I'll tell you one thing.
They're cannons! Sorry to interrupt, but they're cannons in Shifty Station this time. Holy crap,
Cannons?
okay. Yeah, these are the cannons right from Salmon Run.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Different.
legit surprised.
That's different.
Yeah, really. I'm sorry to interrupt, you go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Just the cannon threw me off guard.
But yeah, like, I can usually find something good to say, but I will say, though, I am kind of hoping that they're calming down with Pokemon, because I can definitely tell it's starting to get Call of Duty syndrome.
Yeah.
There's less and less stuff in the game after because they're trying to push them out every year, it seems like.
Hey Corey, how you doing
I know
today?
Pokemon's kind of been that way, but most of the time, like, I can say it's pretty okay, because they usually most of the time it's just a re-release, but with better stuff, like, you know, Sun and Moon, Heart, and Ultra Sun and Moon. I can get that, but like, I don't know. What really threw me off was 6th gen. 6th gen didn't last very long.
No, it was only like maybe
It did
like
not
3
last
years.
very long at all.
Yeah, it was like 3 years, and that's, I think, the shortest amount of time a new generation had.
That's one thing I've been kind of worrying about, and I'm hoping that, you know.
Well, there's that rumor going around that there's supposed to be a new generation Pokemon game sometime this year. And if that's actually true, that's going to be too much, to be honest. Like,
that's going to be way too much. I haven't even gotten.
Don't think that would work.
I've still got to. I've got to finish Orez. I've got to do the post game in Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
I've got to finish Ultra Sun and Moon. I haven't even finished that one yet.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't done all the stuff yet. And honestly, that kind of bothers me. Yeah, that's like I'm hoping that they just settle down with it.
My biggest
Also,
complaint
hey,
with that
guys,
is it does
Corey.
just feel like it's a little rushed at some
Hold on a
points.
second.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm legit surprised about the cannons too. Like, that threw me off guard when I got to Shifty Station today. Like, jeez. It's really cool to see them here, though. I can definitely tell the cannons are a game changer for this one. Wow, was out of ink. Yeah, we got Curve Stomp still. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of yellow. Okay, remember, leave game. By the time he's back anyways, I can get things set up. And hopefully we can do a game with people that doesn't need to be a 4 lobby. Ugh. I just want to play with friends. That's the B button. I always do that too. Alright, let's go to the lobby and start one. That still seems like we need a full group, which would suck.
Hello?
Hey, you're back. All
I'm
right,
so sorry. I had someone come in the door. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna say, now we could probably try the...
Yeah, it's probably just
I heard her going crazy. I was like, wow, something's going on.
because somebody came in. My mom came in.
We'll see if we can actually do this without having a full group of 4. I hope they fix that issue. I don't think they did from what I can see. And yes, they did not. Why?
Metal Gear Rising might be on sale again. Yeah, if you haven't played that game, probably should play it. It's pretty cool. I like that game.
Yeah, I recently just picked it up from that Steam sale during like November, I believe. And I bought it for like
Should
about
you
$7.
buy it? Yes. If you have $7, I would really recommend getting that game because it's a really fun game. It's hard. I mean that's debatable. Some people
not
like,
really from what I've seen.
Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I think it's a hard game, but it's rewarding hard. So it's kind of like Devil May Cry 3, but if it had a counter system in it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't think the team thing's still gonna work, unfortunately. I think we still need 4. Why don't they ever fix that?
I don't.
Yeah. At least they still have the coast. Hey, Brutal Vix, how you doing today? But yeah, from what I've heard though, the game
like
itself,
Devil May Cry, then
Metal Gear Rising, is like such a good game from Platinum.
Yeah, like I said, it's like Devil May Cry if Devil May Cry had a parry system.
Yeah.
Which, Devil May Cry doesn't. It's mostly just dodging mechanics if you want to dodge things.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
You have to master. I will tell you though, if you play it, you have to master that counter system.
From what I've seen,
otherwise you're not gonna win anything. So it's a learning curve game. It's kind of like, best way I could describe it, it's kind of like how Dark Souls teaches you, in a way. I hate using Dark Souls as a comparison for things, because, you know, gaming journalism has made that bad.
It's a meme for them, yeah.
Like, it's like in the learning curve of Dark Souls. Does that make sense? Dark Souls made you kind of have to learn its mechanics before you even progress anywhere.
Well, in a sense, like, a lot of games kind of do that too, from Platinum, I think. Like, I know Bayonetta kind of does that, since they really want you to learn how to do witch time, since there's certain things in the game you need to do that with in order to actually progress, which is
well, at least
vital for
Bayonetta.
combat.
One thing that I like about Bayonetta 2 in particular is you can do you can practice in the
loading screen. Yeah, both of them that can do that. I think both of them let you pause the loading screen so you can do that as well. Which is even better.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, although good luck trying to practice that if you're playing like PC or Switch, because it's like 5 seconds and you're done. You'll throw one kick and then the game is beginning.
Man, that kind of stinks that we can't do team with 2 people.
Yeah, I really wish you can, because if you can do that with every other mode in this game, why not the Splatfest? That's weird. It's like, just do the pair thing with other people on that team that you picked. I seriously do not know why that's not in the game. Yeah, I hate the lovey love. I do too. That's why I hope I don't fight any loves.
I've been running into lovey love. I can definitely tell what's the popular vote of this one.
Well, I had a very strong feeling it would be love because 2 reasons. 1, the whole greed thing. A lot of people probably don't want that. And 2,
I don't want to turn out to be a greedy bastard.
There was a comic, I believe, for the Splatoon 1 Splatfest of this, where it was like, it was Callie Marie just talked about something, and then Callie's like, I can give you love for free, and like Marie's like, I'll give you love. First, you got to give me money. So I was like, wow, I was not expecting to see a solicitation joke here.
That's prostitution.
Like, sit down. We might need to have a talk. Cause how old are you?
That's prostitution. That's frowned upon. Okay. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I'll see if I can find the comic strip in between games. I also got to change my gun because this one is not working out. This is more for ranked.
Molly, I took you out like literally before the stream. You don't need to go out.
Sounds about right.
I need to go change my laundry after this too. So I forget that I have a lot of things chores I still need to do before I get too into it. So
yeah, I know what you mean. It just happens.
Yeah.
Well, you should just use late night just to do whatever at that point.
Yeah. Oh man, I've been running into loves. I haven't even found a money yet.
Wow, I haven't seen a single love yet, so it's a good sign for me at least. Let me see if we can find that comic strip.
Okay, yeah, enjoy. Go buy it if you haven't gotten it yet and you're interested in it. The thing is, though, and one thing I do like about Rising, it has some lore of Metal Gear in it, but not enough to kind of blow your mind. Like if you jump into MGS2 right off the bandwagon, don't ever play MGS2 if you have played MGS1. Yeah. Please, for your sanity.
I mean, that's pretty much going for any of the games. Like, if it's numbered, you have to start with that one.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like, at least with Rising, there's a couple of characters from the series in there that you might recognize if you played the series. You're like, oh, hey, I remember this character. That's about it. It's
just references from what I've heard, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
Let's show off that comic I just talked about. So, let's see. Alright, so here it is. So, this is what it was. Take back the love for Callie. And it's basically, like I said, it's a whole prostitution joke. So, yeah. Kids game.
That's prostitution, Mary. That's frowned upon.
But what I like about it's actually really convenient. If you get like the PC version, apparently, of Rising, it has all the DLC included. That's why I picked it up on PC, because I already had a copy on PS3, but buying all the DLC on there would have been more expensive. Usually if a game is on sale on Steam that has just all the DLC in it for cheaper, I just end up double dipping. Because it's actually cheaper in the long run. I think so.
I found, man, I had a love team made out, and then it got disconnected, and then it had I had a money team, and then it got disconnected, and then now they replaced it with a love team. I'm getting sick and tired of this already.
I had money, but then life hit me.
But anyways, yeah, that's funny that they made a prostitution joke like that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Shows you how maniacal Mary is, really.
Yeah. She was considered to be pretty mean in the first game anyway, so it makes sense.
Are you excited for the new Splatoon 2 amiibo with Marina and Pearl?
The waifu and everyone hates her. The combo. No, I'm actually very excited. I already have mine pre-ordered.
Everybody hates her.
That's what the internet tells me about Pearl.
I know what the thumbnail is for this. You know what the thumbnail of this stream is gonna be? You're gonna replace everybody hates Chris with everybody hates Pearl. Put Pearl's face on there.
You think this is some Call Me Johnny stream highlight? Where he does that in his thumbnails?
Oh gosh. Everybody hates Pearl. That's what the theme of this Splatfest is.
I mean, that's not wrong because she's the money one, and everyone is like, I don't know about this. Her greedy site's coming out again.
All she's cared about is them sponsors. Hashtag not an ad.
Use promo code SELLOUT to get your 50% off.
Use promo code SELLOUT to come first in Splatfest. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. I've been in a big Pokemon mood. I might actually, I'm kind of, I know I'm saying this and this is gonna like an official recording. That might be my next Let's Play I do after Golden Sun. I'm actually recording a bunch of Golden Sun right now, and I'm actually on the final dungeon right now.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because you've been uploading a lot of that, trying to get it done.
Well, I say final dungeon, but you actually have to go. Well, you don't have to, but the way I play, you can leave. You have to leave the final dungeon to go do the optional dungeons.
Oh, that's weird. That is
so.
weird.
Well, the Lost Age kind of did the same thing in a way. You don't get the there's something locking the final dungeon, and you don't get the item to unlock it until the middle of the final dungeon.
Oh yeah, that's the dang Ocarina of Time issue I have, where it's like, all right, you're in Ganon's castle, about ready to go fight him, but I got these new shiny golden gloves, so I should probably go outside and talk to the fairy. It's like, I never like it when games do that. Just let me go.
When is Left 4 Dead 3?
Oh, I really wish we had that.
Whenever Valve decides to make games again,
True.
I know they don't know how to count to 3, but I think they just lost. I think they just flat out for no. They actually made that they actually came out and said we're still making games, guys.
Yeah, that's why they made that Portal Bridge game.
When you have to do that.
They made that Portal Bridge game, I think, just to confirm we still make games. Because that was barely even a game. That was just like one of those things you could do on mobile.
Okay, Valve, we know that, you don't have to ever make games again because you got Steam, but...
Still, we liked your games for a reason. Portal 2 was game of the year in so many outlets. So, guys, please, you did good. Come back.
There's
my first love.
Am I still love? Yeah, I think I'm still love. I haven't even run into a money yet. Yep, still love. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is what I had a feeling was going to happen regardless. Because the theme itself told me love was going to be the more popular one.
I should have probably chose money. I should have taken my greedy side.
Shut up and take your money.
Shut up and take my rings. I still have that picture you made.
Yeah, well, I didn't make that. That's just like an image you can find online.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm that artist? I'm that artsy? Hell no. I can barely draw a stick figure. You guys seen my art?
You guys seen my thumbnails?
Thank God I don't draw for those. I mean, I kind of feel bad in a way for all the thumbnails now for the Galaxy 2 for all green stars because they all look the exact same. Except they say a different world number.
I used an old meme in my latest thumbnail.
I'd seen that too. I was surprised.
I was like thinking about, I was like, how can I make this thumbnail interesting? And then I was just like, you know what? No one's seen this meme in a long time. Let's bring it relevant again. And you know what was the hardest part? Looking up what that meme was.
Yeah, it's always the hardest part when you never remember it.
That was the hardest part about making that thumbnail. I couldn't, like, what is this meme called again? I forget.
Hey, at least you didn't think about that for like over a decade, because you weren't here for the Chameleon Twist story when I streamed that game a couple weeks back, but the long story short for that is, that N64 game, I literally remembered for years, but I never remembered the name.
You know, that
it was pretty bad.
I was like that with a movie. There was a movie that I remember watching as a kid, but I couldn't remember the name of it for the longest time. It was like, I still can't remember it. I literally can't. I have to probably Google the plot synopsis.
Yeah,
it's
it'll probably come to you one day just for that reason. Because I don't know how I remembered it, but it's like one day in class at college, just like my first year of college, I was talking to a friend there, and he said something that made me jog my memory of the game name. So it just probably happened in conversation.
Maybe you guys can help me jog my memory of this movie. It was a movie I used to watch when I was at my daycare when I was real little. It was a martial arts movie. It was about a kid who fell in like this, like was trying to do a dare by these bullies, and he fell in like this water like vortex and got transported to a world where there's martial art kangaroos.
Isn't that Kangaroo Jack?
No, it's not Kangaroo Jack. No,
sounds like
Kangaroo Jack is the one where the guy's jacket that has like millions of dollars in his jacket pocket, and he gets stole by a kangaroo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the plot from Kangaroo Jack. But I can't remember the name of that movie I was watching when I was a kid, but it was like martial arts kangaroos, like in this mystic land. They have to fight this bad nemesis. I can't remember the name of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think I know this one either.
It was like a long time ago. It was when I was real little. But I just remember the plot synopsis of it was. Maybe you guys in the chat can help me with that. I don't know, but it was on my mind for like, I don't know why it was on my mind. I was just thinking about like old movies I used to watch. Okay, I'm actually gonna be right back. I've gotta go and change my laundry, so yeah. I'll be right back.
All right, go for it. Hope that's not TMNT. I doubt that. I've seen bits and pieces of that TMNT movie.
It's not TMNT. I know what that is, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I doubt it's TMNT.
What I grew up with. That's not TMNT. I promise.
Yeah.
It wasn't the '90s movies. It wasn't those. It was a different. It was like kangaroos. One of them was a girl kangaroo. And it was martial arts, and they were teaching this kid how to do martial arts too, like to stand up to the bullies that were hazing him, or something like that. But I'll be right back, guys. Maybe you guys can help me.
Yeah, go. Yeah, it's really hard to say what that movie was. I'm trying to think, but the only thing that's popping up, and I'm gonna say when he gets back, is World of... what was it called? Warriors of Virtue. But I doubt that's that, because it doesn't sound like it. It sounds more like cartoon than live action. We'll find out later. Is it Warriors of Virtue? Yeah, I'm gonna confirm that when we get back. I'll just say that if he doesn't see that in the chat. So I was just thinking the same thing after a quick Google search. Wow, what a whiff. I'm surprised when we had the big update to Splatoon 2 like we did with the first game, we got more music. I'm surprised they didn't add any more songs for Splatfest. Because there's a lot of songs now added for the normal battle modes Splatoon 2, but not for Splatfest mode. So that's actually weird. But to be fair, they never did that with the first game, so I guess not too surprising. The only time they changed the music for Splatfest in the first game is when we were on the final one. The final Splatfest, they made it special, so they changed the song, which was already in the game anyway, so it wasn't saying much. They just changed to a different theme. New music in this game I still find weird. It's not bad, it's just also weird. 'Cause the tone of each song is like 2 or 3 different genres each. I don't get it. Now, come on, Pop. He's just trying to get the most distance with that thing to cover ink. Oh, there's someone actually at our base. Yeah, he keeps on just going over here to get a special up. I see how it is. He's trying to get areas that no one's in, which is smart, mind you, to ink up and get his special going. Think more things. All focused on the guy who's rushing ahead, too, so clever move. Yeah, it's pretty much clean now. Wait, how the heck did I get him? That was like a weird, not even trying to aim 360 no scope shot. Like landing right on top of a bomb rush. It's like the worst. Alright, that should be good for us. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Nope, okay. That looked closer than that big of a gap. Could have swore that would not be a 7% gap, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's the same team. So we're getting nothing. Maybe soon my shirt will get something now. Then I can scrub it. Hey, money. You can tell I don't have much to say when there's just that going on. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some new topics. Usually Splatfest, I like coming in with some topics, but it's not very much to say. This time around, To be fair, I've been streaming a decent amount lately, so that's probably why. I mean, I guess that's one thing to bring up. I don't know when I want to implement it, but soon enough, I kind of want to try to maybe push for 2-day-a-week streaming instead of like the 1-day-a-week thing I've been doing now. I'm still thinking of a day. Might be a Thursday or Tuesday. I'm still trying to decide. But something I'm still in the works of. But that's like a feedback thing. Would you guys like to see that? And that's the most I would do. 2 days a week. And it's just so I can keep up with making videos too. And life. Because that's the thing. That damn life. But yeah, if you guys tell me that, I'd take into consideration that I might add another day to stream schedule, which could just be a whatever day. At that point, I can continue doing playthroughs like I normally do on Saturdays, or just kind of do random things, just for fun, like multiplayer games like this, or maybe just playing a game for me, not really uploading it, just kind of messing around and stuff. Again, whenever I add a new day, it doesn't mean that the random streams can stop. Because I know I've been doing a lot of random streams of late, which is kind of why I've been thinking maybe try to introduce a second day. And if it doesn't work, I can always just go back to one. Do not overload. Yeah, that's why I would only do 2 at the most. I wouldn't want to overload that. God. That was a really close sniper shot, but where'd it go? Oh, it's still up there. Come on. Ah, he's got a stingray. Get out of here. Oh. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Wasn't expecting that. Almost had a heart attack from opening a champagne bottle. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they are kind of a pain to open, so I'm not surprised, but I did not think it would be that bad. But yeah, one of the reasons why I'm kind of considering a second day, not just because I've been streaming a lot more off the Saturday night, but it's because of Splatfest mainly. As weird as that sounds, because like every month there's a Splatfest. So if I do a playthrough, that usually means that one day out of the month I gotta put the playthrough on hold because I want to do this. So it's really inconsistent for some. That's why I was considering that. So at that point I would have like one day be the main playthrough and then probably make Saturday more of the whatever day. But again, if I did that, it'd probably only be like 2 days. Okay, let's go over here, because there's no one over here yet. Except this guy. Oh, I was hoping to kill. Even my teammate couldn't do it. Come on. Yeah, an arrow spray. Could have easily done that. I mean, we still won. I think that was our first game we actually won going against money. It's a miracle. Love is absolute. I think that's what they say in Super. Because that one universe talks so much about love. Trying to see if we can actually find some of those love quotes. There's so many.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
Okay. Alright, what did I miss?
Not much. I actually won a game against money, so I think that's the first one.
Was it a movie live action?
Yeah, that was one thing we were discussing. Was the movie you were talking about named the... What was it called again? Here we go. Warriors of Virtue.
Yes, that's it!
Okay,
that was it? That was it! Oh my god, thank you so much. That was bugging the crap out of me for the past couple days, because cool. I couldn't remember
There you go. I just linked you to the full movie on YouTube.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
I linked you to the full movie on YouTube.
You did?
Someone actually has the full movie on YouTube.
Oh
which I'm surprised that hasn't got taken down because of copyright.
Well, I mean, like, it wasn't a good movie. I was just remembered it when I was a kid. That's all. It was an okay...
I found that? When you were describing it after you left, I just typed in, like, the description you gave me. It's like, female kangaroo beating up people. And I got that.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. I found it out,
yes,
and Chris,
that was
yeah, you
the
definitely
name
guessed it
of the
right.
movie. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Chris Masterpiece Gamer, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Unless you found it first.
Yeah,
Lester.
no, I think we both kind of found it around the same time. I said that, and then I saw the thing in chat. By the way,
my
good
God.
guess.
That was driving me nuts. Holy crap.
Yes, Chris, I also agree with you. Reaperina there in Super, my god. Too many love comments. That bitch wanted to be a god just to spread her love. It's not the way to spread your love.
Oh, speaking of which, were you one of those those people that were bitching on Twitter about Jiren's origins from Super?
I don't know. I never even talked about it on there for a reason. I found it was one of those cliche backstories, but it was like, kind of expected to have a dark upbringing. You know the full story, right?
No, I just saw the memes on Twitter.
Well, just to basically describe it, his backstory is like his parents were killed when he was young. He got brought in by a mentor to help train the fight, and then his mentor also got killed by the same guy, and his friends let him down. They wouldn't fight with him after. And thus, Jiren was upset for the rest of his life. That's like the Cliff Notes version.
I just saw that when they were describing it, when they go into the flashback, it's just him getting bombarded by blue shells in Mario Kart.
That's kind of what it feels like, yeah.
That was what the meme was on Twitter that I started laughing at, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about.
I didn't see that one, but yeah, it's like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people upset about that. I
saw a video. There's a video series on YouTube called Trending in Japan, and one of the topics was about a lot of people, even in Japan, saying we're not a fan of Jiren's backstory because it's very cliche. So yeah, people kind of found that cool, mysterious character to kind of lose a lot of his characterization because of the backstory. But Rip 17, he was the true MVP of Universe 7. He'll probably get revived. They're gonna probably wish him back after the tournament.
This is the same series where everybody dies, Lester, and comes back.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's probably gonna get wished back. Like it's one of those things. Like, oh man, it's sad to see him dead. But at the same time, this is Dragon Ball. Everyone dies. I don't think there's a single character in that show that has not died once. I think the only one I could think of is Hercule. Because technically, he's the only one who's never died. Even during the Majin Buu thing, he was saved.
Oh, there was a death battle with Hercule. It was Hercule versus Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter.
Yeah, and I think Dan won?
Guess who won?
Well, I can't remember if it was Dan or Hercule won that.
It was
Dan.
Hercule.
Oh, it was Hercule, okay.
And you know what the reasoning was? Dumb luck.
Buu. No. Yeah, I kind of figured it was dumb luck.
Majin Buu. Majin Buu lost to Kirby, so Majin Buu already lost a lot of credibility.
Although, I do love Hercule in like every fighting game he's usually in, because his super move is always getting hurt and then Majin Buu coming to save the day. That, like, I remember one of his most powerful attacks in Tenkaichi 3 was just him doing like a rush attack on you, and I think it did like 1 point of damage. He throws so many punches, and yeah, that's all you get.
Oh, and they also used the fact that in like the very first episode Hercule was in, it showed he ripped he ripped that phone book in half.
Yeah. And
he punched through solid steel. They're like, okay, well, he's done this, so.
Yeah, they used that in the analysis more, I remember.
I was like, okay, well, he's still kind of a coward.
Yeah. There's a reason why he asked Majin Buu to help him all the time.
Oh my god. Anyways. I need to get back to watching. I haven't even gotten a chance to sit down and watch Super, but yeah. I can tell from Twitter conversation, I could already tell a lot what's going on. I need to go back and rewatch the series again, because it's been years since I watched it. I think I
definitely recommend, like, go back and actually watch Dragon Ball, the original first, before you go into Z. Since they're all chronological anyways, it's like, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely a treat.
Yeah. I think I watched Dragon Ball when I was over at my grandma's a lot when I was younger. This is the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I know it got localized after Z did, but...
Yeah. I was surprised we actually got it in general at one point. especially because of how many sexual jokes they have in the original Dragon Ball.
Good lord.
Hey, at least it's not as much as like Kill la Kill. I watched the entirety of Kill la Kill over the past week, and holy crap, how did I get localized? I still thought one of my favorite scenes. I think it was, yeah.
Okay, I can't remember.
I think when I was watching it, I think I remember seeing credits of Toonami at the end. But I still think one of my favorite scenes, I'm like, how did this get localized, was the one scene where, I can't remember the girl's name, she was just screaming at the one to get naked. I'm like, okay. And this was airing here in the States.
I mean, like, I'm not surprised certain things get localized, but same sense, it's just like, yeah.
Some things you question. Yeah, Nudist Beach. I think that's one of the biggest ones. The whole plot point of the rebellion being called Nudist Beach.
What was there was one other, like, I know a lot of people don't like the series anymore, and I can understand why people don't like the series. Because, you know, it's just like, a lot of people have overhyped it to the point where it's just like, okay, I'm tired of hearing about it. Well, I like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've
always liked it,
though.
It's a good series, and I had fun watching it. Me and Amber watch it all the time.
Yeah.
Because we have a good friend that likes it too, so we talk to her about it.
It always helps to have someone who enjoys the same thing to talk about the show with. Like, it definitely encourages you to watch more.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't run into a single money yet, so if this doesn't go my way anytime soon, I think I'm gonna just drop it because I'm not helping. I'm not helping whatsoever.
Good, back to Pokemon.
So, I might go back to playing Pokemon at this rate. Like, I'm not like upset. I just this Splatfest is kind of being
wow.
pitiful
Okay, I was not surprised to get an exact 50 from that game, but I'll take it. When you're literally the halfway.
You know why I like Sun and Moon? I have one main reason why. Out of like a lot of Pokemon games recently, I like Sun and Moon a lot. His name is Mudbray.
Wait, that's the character's official name?
What?
I didn't know
donkey?
That. Oh, the Pokemon.
Donkey?
I was gonna say, no way is that the kid's official name.
No, Mudbray, the donkey Pokemon, the one that evolves into Mudsdale.
Oh yeah, the second shiny I ever caught in my life.
Yeah, you used him in Ultra Sun, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you like him?
Yeah,
he's
he was
such
actually
a
really
good Pokemon. He's such a good Pokemon.
I wouldn't think he would be that good, but no, he is.
Oh no, I prefer him over Rockruff. I know Rockruff's a favorite from people, but good lord, I prefer Mudsdale over Rockruff.
I can see why. Like, Mudsdale just seemed to have more use for me.
Yeah, it's just like, and plus it's a tank. It's like, it's slow, but you know what? It's got defense, it's got special defense.
And it can learn a variety of different moves to help in combat. I think one of the moves I had mine learn was, I think, an electrical move. So, it can kind of do whatever compared to some other ones.
Nanu and his crippling depression. Molly, what's the matter?
He's so relatable.
Go get your toy. That's what you're whining about, goodness. Nanu and his crippling depression. He has got a low in version. But then again, that might be what's causing his crippling depression.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
have you
Garfield,
seen what?
Come on.
It looks like freaking Garfield. I just like an Alolan Ninetales. Agreed. I like an Alolan Ninetales too.
I mean,
That's
Aloha Raichu
like,
for life.
Alola Raichu is awesome.
I love that thing, and especially with the typing.
I'll be honest with you. I can't unsee Alolan Raichu without pancakes.
Yeah.
I can't. Whenever I see Alola Raichu, I think pancakes.
What the pancakes though?
The anime. That's why.
Oh, okay.
There was a lady that had an Alolan Raichu, and she was She was like a pancake stacker contest. Like they have a pancake stacking contest in the show, and there was like a champion, and her Pokemon was a Alolan Raichu. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I haven't seen any of that yet. I haven't.
Well,
the only thing I've seen is like the whole thing of the marriage proposal scene from Gen 7 in the anime.
I like that. That was a good episode. But yeah, you should watch it if you get a chance to. I know a lot of people. I mean, honestly, I see comments all over the place. They say, "Oh, it's terrible." Why is it terrible? Art style. Have you seen an episode yet? No.
I've heard the exact opposite for art. Like I've heard actually it's like one of the best looking seasons for Pokemon in a long time.
Well, no, a lot of people hated it because it changed art styles. That's why.
I know a lot of people kind of bitter about that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, you're missing out if that's the only reason why you stopped watching.
Exactly.
Because it's actually probably the funniest episodes of the anime I've ever seen in my life. Have you seen some of the faces that they make?
Yeah, they are real weird.
Have you seen some of the memes they made out of the faces out of the anime?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll put it that way. It made me laugh. Like, there was a part where Ash literally turned to ash at one point because he got so shocked.
That's definitely an anime.
I was like, you see, the writing's still good, and I love it. It's funny, and that's what it's meant to be. You know, whenever I think
it's not supposed to be serious.
It's not supposed to be serious. Like they have serious moments. Like I'll put it with there's an episode in there that's really tear jerking and deal with Ash's Litten. I'll put it that way. There's some tear jerkers episodes, but in most sense, a lot of it's funny, and I like the anime, and I'm like if you the only reason why you don't like is art style, just give it a chance, and you'll understand why it's funny.
Yeah,
it's really good. I like it. But
hey, thanks for stopping by, Chris. Have a good night.
Oh yeah, see you later, Chris. Thank you again for helping me find out what that movie was. It was driving me nuts. Anyways, I think Amber and I haven't gotten very far in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon yet. We have just beaten the first island trial, I think.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten very far, but we're trying to finish the other Pokemon game started.
That's true. I mean, there's just a lot to go through in that game in general. I really feel like in Gen 7 in particular, both regular Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Moon, you need to get off that first island to actually get that pace moving. First island is just basically tutorial zone. Once you're past that, then the game definitely picks up pace.
Yes, Raincloud. I like the one face where Ash makes when he looks like a JoJo character.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of moments that are like that. I'm being serious. I have to go find a picture of Cookie's. I almost said Cookie. Like Cookie's face. There's a moment there that I started laughing. I was like, "What the hell?" Like I saw that, I was like, "What the hell is this?" I gotta go find it now.
It's just so hard to spell his name, so it's gonna be hard to find the picture.
Or just say his name. I always have a hard time to say Professor.
Yeah, because of that Hawaiian-based thing. It's like, yeah, that's not easy to say normally. Oh, there we go. Now I got spelling. Oh, I think I found it. Oh wait, no, that's not Cookie.
Here, I'm putting it in chat right now. There you go.
Yeah, that's not the one I found then.
There's a lot of funny facial expressions in that anime.
Also, when you did that, my chatty highlighted like my entire monitor. The ticker tape for that was big. I am surprised. I've never seen chatty go that big. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
That was weird. Hey Lavitar, how you doing today?
Oh my god. And then there's this one. Oh my god. There's this one. This one's funny too. Oh my god. That was when Ash was caught in a lie. In that episode. It was funny.
I'll take a look at that one here in a sec, but I can already imagine.
Oh my god.
Okay, good. At least I got one each for the inkjet. Yeah, expressive anime like that's just the best.
Expressive anime, like that. That's the name of it. I tell you, it's. You can't wait until. Oh, hey! Finally, got a money.
There you go.
Yeah.
I found the money.
I found the money. We're in the money.
Spoilers, it was not in my wallet.
We're in the money. We're in the money. Let's hope we win this game because it's been a long time.
That's true. I mean, right now I'm not finding the money, so win it for us. The only thing I don't like about this equipment set I'm using is my ink. Oh man, it runs out so quick and it takes forever to recharge. So I might want to take off the sunglasses and put back on my hat.
Gladiator, we were talking about this Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. That's what the whole issue was. Sorry.
Yeah, because we got like in this little bit of anime talk and that came up.
Ollie, what's the matter? Goodness, dog.
There's a whole side of our map. Come on, team. Whole side we have not covered yet. What's wrong with you guys?
I'm letting my team down again. Don't yell at me. I'm all in. Except I'm not.
You know, you can just trick everyone. You're such a low level. Just say you're prestiged. You know what you're doing. You're just resetting your level. You've already played this game for 1,000 hours. That's what that means, right? I might have one more game maybe before I lose my experience up, so jump back in and hope I'm right.
Yeah, Nanu should come in the anime soon because they're about ready to go to that island.
Yeah.
Rain Cloud. So Nanu should be showing up in the anime eventually, and there's already been, I think if I remember correctly, there's already been like clips in Koro that show him from the anime. So, Guzma on the other hand, we haven't seen Team Skull since like the early episodes of the anime, so I don't know when Guzma's coming.
So I just now got the notification for this, Lavitar. Thanks for the host. Greatly appreciate it.
I think if I remember correctly, the last episode with Team Skull was the episode where Team Rocket got the Darkium Z crystal.
Oh yeah.
And that was like the Alolan like Redicate trial from the first island, so that shows you a long time where they've been.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a big gap.
Like, well, they're like what 63 episodes in the anime already. So.
Wow, I'm pretty far in for Gen 7. Which is saying a lot because that's only been out for like a year.
I'll put it this way: they've already done the Lusamine arc, where Lusamine gets taken over by the Ultra Beast and whatnot. They've already done that.
Oh, good. Ultra Sun Moon not confirmed. Thank God.
They've already done that arc. They might do some Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon arc too. So,
which I don't know how that's gonna work. The only thing they can do is like the post-game thing of like Rainbow Rocket. They can't do the story thing because the story thing, just for like slight spoilers, doesn't have the takeover for Lusamine. She's just kicked right out of the Ultra Zone.
Yeah,
which honestly I did not like that plot point. I liked the first Sun and Moon's plot point a little bit more than that.
It seemed like they were trying to copy Platinum's plot in a way.
They kind of did, actually, yeah, because the Ultra Zone was a whole area you can explore, not just this tiny thing. Pretty much like how the Dimension Zone thing was in Platinum.
I also heard that Ultra Necrozma was like such a freaking difficulty spike. It was just like, what the fuck?
He was, yeah. I think when I got there, I was 10 levels under, something like that, maybe 15.
Like, that's ridiculous.
It was pretty big, and that's with fighting every single trainer I've seen and having the experience all thing on. It's like, wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Team Love for this Splatfest.
Yeah, we are on Team Love. I just haven't run into any money friends yet.
I'm fighting money now, so I'm fighting more of that than you have been, that's for sure. You've been finding a lot of loss.
Hey, I finally found another match, so I'm going 2 in a row so far. Just I need to keep the streak going.
Yeah, right. Keep it up.
But yeah, like they've already done the Lucamine arc in the anime, but Guzma hasn't shown up whatsoever. So he'll probably show up eventually.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's your boy Guzma. What do you expect?
I mean, for me personally, the less they talk about Team Skull, the better. The only one that's very good in that group is Guzma. I don't like Team Skull. They try way too hard. I know that's their joke, but it's like even too hard for that.
They're tryhards.
They really are, to a point where it comes off awkward.
I think that was the point.
Exactly. It's like my favorite moment for Team Skull was probably actually at the Team Skull base when you go in that room with like the 2 girls arguing about a skull top. Because they pretty much just say like, "Yo, girl, you stole the top." No, we wear the same thing.
I think that was the point, and that, I mean, if a game kind of flat out tells me that that's the point of them being stupid, then I'll roll with it.
Yeah,
so.
I understood. I just like, it just wasn't my character thing at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I am when I played Doom 2016. If the game flat out tells me, you know, we're here to have fun, don't worry too much about the story, I can roll with that. So
I mean, that's why I enjoy the Bayonetta series so much. Story really does not matter.
Bayonetta, I know Bayonetta is kind of like that too.
Yeah, the story really does not matter in that series at all. It makes no sense. I mean, Bayonetta 1's story is basically you trying to protect your child's self. How does that make sense? I don't care. I'm riding on this rocket with a motorcycle. In the air. To space.
I'm guessing you're gonna either stream or record Bayonetta 1 eventually.
Probably. I'll probably actually just stream it instead, only because my Let's Play style is so hard for games that have cutscenes with actual voiceovers, so I feel like that game I would only talk of maybe 30% of the time, and that's a little hard to do. But on a stream, I really don't care. It's something I'll probably eventually do for League as well, if you guys are up for that one. I'd probably play the Bayonetta games, because
I mean, I don't
played
care.
a lot of it.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
I don't care do what you need to do.
I just wish that the Nintendo consoles were in the PC version, because then that would be the best of both worlds. Like, I kind of got it for recording purposes, but it's like, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
I just found out something earlier today. The Japanese dub of Bayonetta 1 is actually for the PC version. It was actually taken from the Wii U version. Nintendo allowed it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not too surprising, because it's not really any content of theirs that's stuck there, like trademark stuff. Like, if they mention Peach, that might be a different story. But I'm just surprised that the modding community has not actually modded in the Nintendo costumes at all yet. Not even as, like, a cosmetic thing. Because they sometimes do that. Because I already seen, like, the skins for Sonic modded in different games like Forces and Generations. And I've seen a Link skin. So, right out of Lost World.
Oh.
Which, surprisingly, no, that is not a skin I've seen for Sonic Lost World modding. It's such a missed opportunity. But yet, I think Unleashed Sonic's in that, because Unleashed Sonic, I think, is in, like, every Sonic PC port. Modding community just loves that Sonic.
Well, it's best Sonic, so...
He's the one that woos all the time.
That's the one, like, honestly, like, if I had to pick a favorite modern game, Unleashed probably mine.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, that's for sure. It's real good.
Like, I know, I love Adventure 2. I still stand by it, but I like Unleashed Adventure 2.
bringing up, we mentioned this a couple weeks back. I don't believe in this, but do you believe the rumor that there's apparently going to be a Sonic Heroes remaster?
What the?
I know.
Why?
I know. That's why I laugh too. This was like a couple weeks back. I heard about this all over the place on Twitter. I'm like, really? Of all the games,
Oh my God.
that's the one that people were saying could get a remaster. The one that people have mixed opinions about.
Sonic games would do that. I think if Sonic Team wanted to remaster a Sonic game, I would think they would probably remaster Adventure over like Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, I know. It was very random.
know.
I would think maybe if the Adventure series, Colors, Unleashed, anything before Heroes. I like Heroes. It's one of my favorites, but I'll admit that right there, that would probably not happen.
Yeah, it's just like if Sega wanted to remaster a Sonic game, I would probably think that their first choice would either be Adventure or the classic. One of the two. But
Maybe the remaster will have
think
stretchy
that'll-
feet, like the original Adventure. Which is so distracting, by the way. The original Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure, the Sonic model had stretchy feet. So if you play with the Dreamcast mod on for PC, which I do, you have stretchy feet Sonic, and holy crap, it looks so weird. His feet go through his head. It's disturbing. It's the only model from the Dreamcast mod setup I don't like. Like, I love how he looks, but I hate his running animation. Because I don't like seeing his feet contort into his head. It's weird. But if I see him do anything, because Sega has been talking so much about PC ports a lot the past, like, 2 years. Because they did so many. Bayonetta, Sonic Lost World, Vanquish. I think they would do either an Unleashed or a Colors port.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I said if they're gonna bring any Sonic over PC, it'd either be Unleashed or Colors.
Which,
one of the two.
honestly, I would love to see in HD Colors, but I think Unleashed needs it more. That game is a frame rate mess. So I would love to see that game actually run in a proper frame rate instead of 10 frames a second out of that with a PowerPoint presentation. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I like Unleashed because I don't know, that one had more fun levels to go through.
Yeah, it did. I think I put more time in the Unleashed Project mod than actual Generations at one point.
Yeah.
Because I like the Unleashed levels that much.
That one had more fun, like, worlds.
Yeah.
Like, you could visit. It had different types of worlds, too. And it's just like, well, that's why I liked Unleashed a lot. I like the Werehog mechanic, too.
Yeah,
Because
he
I
wasn't
just... It was something that, like... It changed the game a little bit, but it was different enough that I didn't get annoyed.
Yeah.
You know how, like, Adventure 2 had 3 tiles of gameplay you go through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
At least,
weirder
you know.
comparison.
I mean, like, Adventure 2, I love Adventure 2 just because it's nostalgia more than anything. Like Adventure
Yeah.
2.
Hey, at least nothing will ever come as bad as fishing. So. Yeah.
That's why I think, like, if Sega ever remastered a Sonic game, I think they would probably redo Adventure in a way. They
Yeah.
kind of make it where it's like only Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles or something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe E102 Omega. Or, E102 Gamma, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Everyone always does that. Because Gamma was just a thing.
I meant to say Gamma, I didn't mean Omega. I'm
Yeah.
just so used to Omega in the
That's why I
series.
say, like, everyone does that. Omega's all over the place. Gamma was in one game. Because he kills himself. They'll free the animal. Yet for some reason, he's a robot who gets to have a flashback. That's plot important. Still makes no sense.
How
It's like
robots can have flashbacks, I don't know.
I'm gonna definitely take this knowledge in mind. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna die at the end of my story, so knowledge wasted.
Well, good news is I've been winning my match.
Well, that's good. I've been hit and miss, win and loss.
I don't think I've lost a money match yet, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh, good. So that means you're rich. You're winning all those bets.
Huh.
I haven't seen a good money match on like the speedrun community for a bit, but I've been seeing them starting to come back once in a while. I remember when Mario Maker came out, there used to be a lot of money matches between like what I Ate Your Pie and Use Pizza. Use Pizza would always get rich because he was just better at the game.
Oh, found a love. I shouldn't have said I was on a roll. Now the game's like, oh, you think you're doing good? Well, here, no more money for you. Yeah.
Here comes life taking away that money again.
Eh. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm really thankful that you guys told me about that movie now, because it was driving me nuts the other day. I was like, what is that movie called? I can't remember it. It was obviously a really low budget movie, I'll tell you that much for sure. But
Yeah, I seen that in the
kid.
trailer, but it didn't look terrible from what I seen. Like, it looked alright, especially for a kid. That'd be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a little nervous there for a second because one of my teammates was named Octoboy, and I was really hoping he didn't somehow hack the game to become an Octolink. Never forget the Splatoon 1 days of that. Oh, God. I backed up my save every once in a while in Splatoon 1 on Wii U just to be safe. People have been able to hack the Switch, but not to a point where they can mess with game code yet, from what I've seen. Thank God.
Thank goodness. I'm tired.
I don't want to play with Octolinks and have my save file corrupt.
Because someone decided to be stupid.
Pretty much.
Like, seriously, like, I don't understand, like, maybe it's just me. I understand why people do it, but in the same sense, like, it doesn't make it right, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't, like,
at times, when I play online with a game, I'm afraid to use a mod pack because a lot of games, they don't like that, so the devs ban you for doing it just to be safe, which I don't blame them. And it's even cosmetic stuff I'm a little afraid to, like, I seen in my Steam recommendations there was a mod pack for fighters that gave you the anime soundtrack. It's like, ooh, this is cool, but I'm also afraid to use this online because I don't want to get banned if that's a thing. It's cool, but at the same time, it's also one of those things, proceed with caution. You don't want to destroy other people's save files and ruin their fun.
I like, whenever I see someone, like, data mine a game, you know, it's just like, and then news reporting articles, like, report on it, I'm just like...
Oh, well, that's a whole different story, because I agree with you on that one. I don't like data mining at all for that reason. That's why you usually see PC versions either get released a little bit later nowadays, or if they have open betas, to not have open beta at all on PC. They're afraid of data miners.
I'm just, to be perfectly honest, I'm tired of leakers. I'm tired of data miners. I'm tired of everything.
I like to have surprises.
Around that. Like, and it just irritates me when people leak stuff, especially, and they just report they're just doing their quote-unquote job. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're just...
And the worst is definitely when, like, they're forced to, even though they don't want to report on leaks. Because I know some reporters definitely don't want to do that, but they're kind of forced to since it is their job. And that's kind of dumb in my opinion.
You can report on something else.
At that point, yeah.
You don't have to report. There's plenty of news. Unless it's like a really slow news day, there's other things you can report on. You don't have to do that. You're just wanting clicks. That's
at that point, yeah. I just don't like the clickbaity thing in general that the internet has come into. It's just, it's very obvious in most cases. It's really bad. Okay, I have no idea if we won or lost this. Oh, I think the love has won. Oh, come on. By 1%. That looks like more pink than yellow. You can't tell me that we lost that. There's more pink.
That's funny. That's funny, you guys. Let's play just like 1.1. I always hate that.
Yeah, that 1%. You gotta hate that 1%. Those rich snobs. It makes sense because team money.
Oh, another Team Love v Love. Ugh. Man.
Love.
I hate this. I really wish they fixed this.
Yeah, it's so weird how that hasn't changed.
That's like my biggest gripe with Splatoon 2. Yeah. Is like, you guys had one game, you guys could have fixed this problem. You guys didn't.
Yeah, it's like, this, and then you can't play with like 2 or 3 teammates for Splatfest kind of thing. I mean, like, for like just friending up, just pair me up with the rest of the people we don't have.
I love this game, but you know, that's my biggest gripe about that is like they didn't fix a lot of the problems that. Yeah. I mean, they did fix a lot of problems that were in Splatoon 1, obviously, but like major issues with like just playing in general with people. It's just like, guys, really?
It's weird since there's some issues here. I think that didn't plague the first game. Oh, good. I was gonna fight Team Love, but they all ran away. Thank God. I can't wait to get the Pearl Mario amiibo. No, I like that one better. You trade Marina for a Mario.
You go up to GameStop and be like, "Hey, I'm here to get my Pearl and Marina amiibo." They give you a Pearl amiibo. They just give you a Mario one.
You know, knowing them, that would actually happen.
GameStop.
They're that type. It's like, all right, let me buy this game from you online. All right, I bought Contra for the NES. What did I get? Golf. They would do that to you. I would not put it past them.
I've gotten to the point now where I can't shop at GameStop anymore.
Oh, I hate them.
I showed that article yesterday or not yesterday, but a couple days ago on my Twitter, and you commented on there. It's just like one thing that absolutely bugs me. They have no reason for doing this other than the fact that they're trying to for their own corporate greed. One thing that bothers the heck out of me is the fact that they tell you a game's new, but it's not shrink wrapped or it's open and the case is terrible.
Yeah, like that's not
new.
How
is that? Please tell me how.
I completely agree, because those are stories I've heard. I remember telling the story a couple weeks back when I was listening to the Top Down Perspective podcast I always listen to. One of the stories on there from the guy on it, Sean, said he bought a copy of the Tokyo Mirage Sessions on Wii U, and he had to get a used case because they somehow lost the new game case, which makes no sense. And then the new game costs less than the used one by like $10.
I'm almost at the point now where if I ever have to go to GameStop for any reason, I'm gonna be honest with them. And I know I shouldn't be this type of customer, but honestly, I'm so sick and tired of this crap happening all the time. If I get a new game over at GameStop and they don't give me a new case, I'm gonna give it back to them and say, no, I want a shrink wrapped one.
Yeah, no, that you should do that at that point, just because it's something not supposed to do.
I'm gonna flat out tell them, say, I want one that's shrink wrapped, that is actually advertised as new, because this is false advertising.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy. I will tell them that. I'm dead sick and tired of that crap happening in GameStop all the time. That's why I just
don't shop with them at all, just because of this stuff.
I told this story, but the last straw with me with them with that is the LA Noire Switch port.
Yeah.
I went to go get it, and it wasn't in the new case. They had the game, the Switch card, in the drawer, and they pulled it out and put it in the case. I said, that's not new, guys.
I don't like that. If that's used, sure, but that's not supposed to be that way for a new game. Hey, how do you know it's actually new?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, and if they say, well, we don't have that, then I'm gonna say, alright, well, I'm gonna take my business elsewhere then.
Yeah, pretty much. I do not blame you. I've told like a couple different horror stories over the years that I've had with GameStop. I think the biggest one I talked about was the Wii one.
I remember that one, the story you told about the... Nope. I remember a couple instances where you got a game, and the game wasn't in the case.
Oh, but yeah, there's like... Back on the Wii story, I don't know if I said this one at one point, but one of the times they were convincing me to get a lot of different used games, because of course they did. The only one I really cared about was a $3 game on the Wii, Jump Shore Galaxies. I get it, get all the way home, open the case, no game. I had to drive all the way up there just for a $3 game. Yeah, okay. No, I get as a 10% off coupon for next time. That doesn't pay for my gas.
It just that just bothers me, because it's just like there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you keep it? I know why they do it, but there's no reason why a new game shouldn't be in shrink wrap. Isn't in shrink wrap. Yeah. It's like it's not shrink wrapped or I could tell it's new. The only reason why they do that is because they want you to buy used. That's the only reason why.
Pretty much. They push for
they
used
can
so
get
much
more money.
because used actually gets them the money. When they sell a new game, they don't really get anything back.
Yeah, that's the only reason why, and that bothers the heck out of me. Because honestly, I'm at my. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Walmart has them shrink wrapped. Amazon has them shrink wrapped. Everybody else has them shrink wrapped. GameStop's the only game or the only company that sells games that doesn't have their new games in shrink wrap.
Even
That
the
doesn't
mom
make
and pop
any
stores
sense.
that get hold of new games, they keep them in shrink wrap. So yeah, there's no need. They're doing that to make you think it's used at that point, which is going to confuse the customer even more. I don't get it. There's a lot of practices I don't like from them at all. That's why when I seen the Pearl Marina pre-order go up on GameStop, like, oh, cool. And then ignored it because I've had so many issues. I think I
got
told
mine
this story on Twitter once, but this is one that affected you as well. The one time I tried to pre-order just regular order the Samus and Metroid amiibo for Samus Returns, and it charged you for some reason instead of me, even though your credit card information was not in my account anymore. It was once, like 2 years ago, and for some reason it still charged you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why? I had to immediately cancel that order, and I did not order again from them. I ordered somewhere else.
Good for you, because honestly, I'm tired of it. Because
I don't trust, especially their online system. I don't trust. It's glitched on me way too many times. Never forget the amiibo craze.
Neither does Lester.
Yeah, just like too many issues. I wish my Capture DS actually had Nintendo logos on it. Like, how do you scrub off that stuff? Come on. I mean, it still is okay because my Capture DS in total cost me $100. The DS itself being 15, then the mod being 75. I just wish Loopy still did things so I can get a 3DS capture. I don't want Gatsa Kitty. I heard they suck, and they take like 6 months. And that's $500.
Says I got screamed at today by a you have a friend over, a manager, GameStop. I got screamed at by a customer. Despite the fact that the other customers called the cops on the screaming banshee, my friend still had to cater to that obnoxious asshole. Even though it was an issue someone at their level could not solve.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
some people
I'm sorry
are
that
just
we had to deal with
terrible.
it. I mean, like, I shouldn't say that, but I know that I know GameStop employees. I know they're just doing their jobs, and it's the company's problem. I understand that, but that doesn't make it right. And I think I have the right, as the customer, to ask for a game that's actually advertised as new, be new, not open.
I still laugh at things when I hear like, "Oh, we lost the case for this brand new game." Like, how do you do that? You shouldn't lose something like that ever.
I mean, like, in most cases, I wouldn't be in that case, a screaming banshee. I would just, at that point, like, I would be like, this isn't advertised as new. It's, you're pulling it out of the drawer there. I want it shrink wrapped. I want it to be in shrink wrap. Well, then they'll tell me, well, it's new. Trust us. I was like, oh, how can I trust you?
Yeah, like...
It's just like, you guys already opened it. It's not new anymore.
You know, I'm gonna laugh if they do that to you one day, and then it's a disc full of scratches. Like, yeah, new, definitely. I love when I get my new games that were keyed up.
I know. It's just, think about it this way. It's just like, alright, new game. Alright, you pulled it out of the drawer. It's in a different case. It's not shrink wrapped.
How did the jet squisher hit me? I was behind a wall.
If I did that, I couldn't return this.
Yeah. Now you trade in for 5 cents.
It's not new anymore. That's what the point is, right?
Yeah, they act like a car dealer. The second you take the game out of the store, it diminishes by like 90%. I think they just won because of that last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that's definitely a win. Not for us, though. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't go into full detail what happened in that GameStop in particular. Usually when you have to call the authorities, things get out of hand, and it's probably not good to voice out.
Yeah.
Like, come to my GameStop. We have the cops called in once. Wait, where are you going? Come back.
Welcome to GameStop, home of the police. The police coming to the door.
No, we have the Wii U. Don't worry, those aren't cops. That's just us trying to sell the Wii U. Trust us.
Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
I seriously still do feel bad for that system. It has like almost nothing left on it now that most people will care about, and it's set.
I still have mine hooked up because I still have some games I want to play.
One of the next
Especially
games I
my
wanted to play
virtual
was Pikmin
console
3.
games.
Like, I've been wanting to play through Pikmin 3 for a long time. I got, I think, up to day 10, and then kind of stopped because that was around the time I got my Xbox. So I was fiddling around with that. Yeah, I kind of want to go back. I still kind of, at one point, maybe one day, get that, like, Singer tripod thing you have for, like, the Wii U gamepad to play Pikmin 3 with, because that would really be convenient for the map.
Now, wait, how is it that... Okay, I know that Pikmin 3 has, like, heavily supported with that gamepad.
Yeah.
If you ever record Pikmin 3, how are you recording the gamepad?
Be like Chuck and Conroy and get a gamepad mod. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Oh
Which at that point,
God.
all you're really doing is you're showing off a map. That's about it. And it's not like other games, because you can at least describe what you're doing on the map. It won't be that big of a deal to show. It's just, yeah, you can't show the interaction on it. That's all. I think there might be some journal entries there, too, but you can just read them out. There are some games that I kind of did wish that, yeah, there was some kind of video output on the gamepad because of things like that. But it's just like the 3DS. If you want a way to output it, you're gonna need to mod it. Which sucks. Especially since you can't buy gamepads new. You never could.
That was, like, really dumb.
Yeah.
Can I ask... I
Like,
really
why?
wish they didn't have that.
It was weird, too, especially since they originally had plans to have multiple gamepads supported on the Wii U, and the code's still left in on the Wii U, so you can hook up, like, 2 gamepads to it. It just doesn't matter, because no game ever did that, and you can never buy a second gamepad. I've seen a lot of people now, when they're boxing up the system, they're just kind of throwing their gamepads in a drawer and forgetting about it. It's like, no, don't do that. You can't buy that thing again. So if you ever want to play it and that thing is destroyed, you're screwed.
I liked the Wii U. I thought it was a great console. It's just, I liked it more than... I'll put it this way. I played it more than my, my Xbox One and my PS4 or something.
That's true. Like, I'm
But,
kind of the same.
I can understand why the appeal wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand it, because there was no games on it. Like,
And when it did get games, it didn't really matter as much, just because a lot of them were either kind of niche, so people didn't care about, or it was something we had already on another console.
yeah.
So I know a lot of people didn't care. Like, we've had Mario Kart and Smash Bros. In different systems. Tropical Freeze was the same thing as Returns to some people, so they kind of skipped it. Pikmin 3, really the Pikmin fans who don't ones who really were pushing for that one, which, to be fair, it's a great game.
I think
And
the only
then
game that was, like...
that's about it for the mainstream ones.
The only games on the Wii U that was, like, really good that I liked it was, like... Splatoon was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Smash was one. Maybe Mario Kart, or well, Mario Kart. Yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time on that. What other games? Mario Maker, maybe.
Yeah, Mario Maker is another big one. I think that's like my 3rd or 4th most played game on the Wii U, because of just how much you could have done in Mario Maker.
I mean, it did have Xenoblade X, but
That's
there's
true.
even rumors that Xenoblade X is going to get ported to Switch soon.
I don't know if that would happen, only because I've heard that one was one of the weaker ones. I don't know if fans
I
would
did
really
too,
ask for it.
But I heard that too, but the director is really wanting it.
Yeah, so I guess it's one of those things we'll have to see. I feel like it might not happen, but if he wants that to happen, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Tokyo Mirage Sessions is really the only one that I can think of, other than that's on the Wii U that might interest someone, and like you said, it's niche.
Yeah, so it really depends. But the biggest ones I can recommend the system for that either will never get ported or it's gonna be good on the system for now is like Pikmin 3, 3D World, Smash, big one, obviously, and Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you could get the 3DS version, but that one's so limited compared to the Wii U one. I can't recommend it.
The fact you can't share levels anymore. I mean, granted, let's be honest, can't do it on Wii U anymore.
Well, you can post levels still. Yeah, it's just, you know, the Miiverse. So there's no comments, which really hurts when you're trying to share the level.
I was telling Amber about this earlier, like, and I mean, like, this is another one of those, it's like, got ported to Switch, so it doesn't matter anymore. But I was like, at the point, I was like, I really like Pokken Tournament. Pokken Tournament's like turning into one of my favorite fighting games ever made. I love Pokken Tournament, but now it's on Switch and it has more content on it, and I'm like, oh well, I know a lot of people were upset about that, and especially Marley. I know Marley in particular was really
he was
upset
livid
about
because like, man, you should have just done the Wii U. It's like, I can see why. But the timing it came out in the system was when people already moved on, so the install base just never grew. After the first month, the install base just kind of disappeared.
I think if I remember correctly, didn't Pokken Tournament DX actually sold its Wii U version?
Yeah, it has a bigger install base than the Wii U version already, and hasn't even been out a full year.
I mean, I'll put it this way, like, I'd like, you know, if you ever want to do a chill stream, that'd be a perfect game to chill stream.
Yeah, exactly.
At least in my opinion.
Like, there are a lot of kind of games that do that. Like, this is a big one. I might do Fighters at one point with that and Pokken. I did that, I think, a few times with Pokken when it first came out on Wii U.
Yeah.
I still remember the biggest thing I did was the first impressions of it when it first came out. Like, I streamed that day one just for a little bit to, well, give first impressions.
I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I even like I wasn't expecting it to have DLC because I thought it was a complete version.
That I was surprised about. I think that has more content than the arcade version.
Yeah, I was just like, well, this is the definitive way to play in the game. You don't go to the arcade, just
and you can put it in your pocket. You know, if you have really big pockets.
Yeah. Oh, I have a carrying case for mine.
Yeah, it's same here for this reason. I actually have two because I'm actually using my old tablet bag as a Switch carrying case now too because it's really convenient.
Hey, Allison.
Hey, Allison, how you doing today? Have you played much of Splatfest yet? I think you said you were wanting to play this one. And if so, what team? Oh, by the way, did you see the thing I linked you to on Twitter? The fact that the one Life is Strange game you're playing is on sale now. It's very convenient that you're playing that and it then went on sale. So that's definitely good to share out to people. Oh, you haven't played yet? Yeah, no, whenever you want to join in, yeah, feel free to join.
We're just on Team Love, by the way.
Yeah, we're lovers. Not in that way, though. That's just weird. I'm just pink. He's just here.
Lester! Oh my god. Context, dude, please.
I knew what I said. Why do you think I corrected myself immediately?
That's a SonicGhost 2018 quote. Oh my god. God damn it, you made me lose the game. God damn it, Lester. Oh my god.
You tell him I'm locked communication mode because of this. I'm the one who actually has a relationship with someone that's not you. Because I'm not that way.
Sonic LP Adventures.
That better be the fusion name.
Oh my god! I'm crying! Damn it, Lester! Oh my god. I just spat out my mimosa.
Any clips of this I will delete. The video is not going live on YouTube now. I must hide the evidence. We must burn it. It never happened. No, I never called him sweetie. Matt called me sweetie because apparently that's who I am. He shipped.
Well, now I've got something on you, mister.
I know how this goes. I'll never live it down. God.
Oh my god, dear God, Lester. Context, dude! Context!
There never needs to be a Love Splatfest ever again.
Slam ship button.
I need a big ass shrink because of that. Oh god.
Man, are you a FedEx delivery guy? Because you definitely shipped this. God.
Instant regret.
Oh my god. I'm still a defender. You're a champion now.
Yeah. Just got the champion.
Oh my god. I'm glad somebody liked what I just said. I'm glad somebody liked that joke. But what Lester meant to say was, we're on Team Love. There we go.
That's why I had to immediately correct this. Like, oh crap. Reverse. I know what I said, but please help.
Instant regret. I went to the Forbidden Land. I went to the forbidden side of the internet, the shipping community. I had to cancel further Splatfest till further notice. Because instant regret. Because of what I said at the Love Splatfest. I can never show my face ever again.
And to think, I was missing having a co-host. I think I have instant regret. Because I say stupid crap like this. I'm known for saying stupid crap, but this is ridiculous.
Damn it, my stomach hurts now. Right in the danger zone.
All you need is love. And then therapy. Lots and lots of therapy.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Oh my god. Oh. I think someone's gonna end up clipping that moment.
Probably. And I'm afraid to look back at my clips. If that's in the highlight reel thing that Twitch does now, oh man, that's gonna be a weird way to introduce people to the stream. It's like, come watch me. Here's some favorable highlights. Lovers? Oh god, I think I'm out of here. This is the weird side of the internet.
Oh my god.
It's too much pink.
Not enough pink. We got lemonade colors this. I think I mentioned how they're lemonade colors this theme now. You know, pink lemonade. And
we got that hot bubblegum flavor.
I could really go for a glass of lemonade right now. That sounds.
That'd be something like different, that's for sure. Because all I've been drinking anymore has been water and soda. So I kind of want to get something different, trying to wean off soda a bit.
I mentioned earlier, man, you know some things I haven't had in a while, and man, that sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier in the stream, I was like, you know, I can never see a Lola Raichu without thinking of pancakes. I haven't had pancakes in a long time. And, like, pancakes are, like, my favorite food ever.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've
had them. At least it's my favorite breakfast item.
Yeah, I'm that type that doesn't really eat breakfast in the morning. I just cannot eat when I get up, so that's probably why I haven't had those in a long time.
The pancakes are just amazing.
Also, doesn't help that anymore. I've been getting up at like 11, 12, and I hate this so much. Stop.
My sleep schedule has been so screwed up ever since, you know, I got laid off from the job, so I can feel you there, Lester.
Yeah, although mine's really worse because I hit the alarm. It's like, alright, that's a good alarm set for 10. Let's turn it off. I'm wide awake, and it's now noon. Why am I still asleep?
Hey, at least you're not me, who goes to bed at like 5 o'clock in the morning and then wakes up at like 3. then I feel instant regret.
This is
then
true,
I feel
and then I also had those moments and I hate it. So
I was like, man, instant regret. I wasted the whole day.
I watched Kill la Kill, like half of the show in one day. Most of that was night. I know your pain. When you have insomnia and you can't sleep. Oh, there's anime.
I think me and Amber's watched all of season 2, the Attack on Titan in one day, one time. I know Amber just started, like, she's been doing a lot of Netflix past couple days. She started on Walking Dead, like, last week. She's already on, like, season 6.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, holy crap!
I know, that's pretty good.
It's just like, holy crap, I haven't got a... Man, it really feels bad. It's just like, man, this is how we're spending our night. Just watching.
That sounds about right. I mean, now that Kill la Kill's done, my nights have been Danny Phantom, because I kind of wanted to go back and watch after Bruce Hartman left Nick.
I know, that's sad.
Yeah.
I saw that.
We gotta move on. That's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah. And plus, he's getting up there.
Yeah, that's true. He worked there for like 20 years, and I didn't even know that. I was like, wow, I can't believe it. His daughter is the exact same age as Fairy Odd Parents. When I heard that in the video, I was like, wow. Wow, he's been doing that long.
It's hard to believe, like, shows like SpongeBob have been on for so long. It's just like, man.
Yeah.
God, I'm getting old.
Oh, Butch, not Bruce. Okay, I remember B. I remember his last name, at least. I mean, everyone knows I'm terrible with names.
What's my name, Lester?
LP? I still think like one of the best things he did though for Nick was Danny Phantom. That was probably one of my favorite Nick shows. It was so good.
I like Danny Phantom too.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom was cool.
Although now watching it
like
back now, it's like, wow, there's a lot of adult themes in the show I didn't realize growing up.
I mean, that's like that for every show we grew up with.
That's true. They get like real strong in that one at some points. I think one of the comments
I'll go
that
back
Tucker
and
makes to someone's like, what else can you do on a Saturday night? It's like, oh my god. And then also, I think one of my favorite ones that was very adult themed is when that girl like pulled up saying like, oh, here you go, this is like express delivery overnight. Tucker's like, what else do you do after hours? God.
I mean, have you like Animaniacs had a lot of adult jokes and you just like flew over your head as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god!
I think that's probably one of the biggest ones.
Animaniacs. I think there was another show that was like that.
Yeah.
The ship has sailed.
Okay, we're gonna jump in the Discord server here in just a sec, Allison. I'm gonna finish this game and then jump into that.
Yeah. I'll jump in there I'll jump right in there, you know, I'll do a blue skidoo, we can too.
Yeah, I'm really going back.
Yeah. God, like I said, I'm feeling nostalgic tonight. When it first started with that movie, I couldn't, the Warriors of Virtue, I couldn't think of it for the longest time because I was remembering it from when I was a kid. I couldn't remember that movie the longest time, that name. I just remember, like, ample scenes in there. It's just like, martial arts kangaroos. Kid gets warped into dimension by, like, dare from bullies that go across the pipe and he fell in water. I just remember that.
It's just so weird whenever you always think of something like that years later. It feels so satisfying, but also it's like, how did that bug me for this many years?
I know.
There's another game technically I think I played as a rental as a kid, and I kind of still don't remember the name, but I think I know what it is. And there's this game on the N64 I played as a rental where you just kind of drove around, you kind of broke buildings apart, smashed bridges. At one point I remember driving under it.
Oh, I know.
I think that might be Blast Corps, but I don't... I also remember I remember being more 3D though, which is the only weird thing, because Blast Corps is top down.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it was that game, but it might be. I've only played I think like one level of Blast Corps, and it was on Rare Replay, so I don't know. I need to play more. I'm not going for platinum though. That drove Storm Dane crazy. It's gonna drive me crazy too. Right, did we win? I think we won. There's a lot of pink. Yeah.
Been looking at my email ever so closely, and every like time I see an email come up,
Team Money got a 9.9 in this game. I'm pretty sure they had some drops.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I don't think Zach ever played. I think he left. He got dropped.
I'm close to getting champion. All I care about is getting the champion. That's all that matters to me.
I just got to that, so
I started
it's like,
late on this
sweet.
Splatfest. Because I completely forgot Splatfest was today. I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot.
That's how it goes with these anymore. When you first get the game, it's like you look out for them, and now it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Alright, now I've done the game, I'm gonna jump in that server. So I guess I'll see you over there.
Okay, alright. Be right.
Cut him off too. Hey, Alison.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, over here.
Hello, there we are. How are you?
I'm good. Looking forward to Splatoon.
Yeah, agreed.
Getting
Although
ready to
you're coming in
splat.
a little quiet here. Just to give you a heads up.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I can make this.
Yeah. And that's with the volume jacked to 200. Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I forgot I left you at 200.
Man, I've been running into more lovey loves. More than monies, you know?
People just love the love. Not in that way. These are kids.
Better?
About the same.
Turning off automatic gain control? What the heck is that?
I'm about to say, automatic gain usually just automatically ups the volume if you're too quiet on there.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
know.
that will help.
Couple settings. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm like one of the only people I know that can actually keep automatic gain off on Discord because my mics are loud enough and I'm a loud person.
I'm using the
I scream in the mic.
hopefully this works.
Ow. After I finish this game, I'll jump on the team. Wait, can we still do teams?
I think we're still
We
down
still
like
got-
one person. We need
down
no
one
more
person.
friends that have this game. Apparently.
One more friend. We need one more friend. Anybody? We need a friend.
Yeah.
Send help! Okay, I gotta pick my. I gotta figure out my volume.
Yeah.
Pick a side. Make sure I don't pick Buddy. Oh, lovely.
The technical difficulties is always the most fun. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's why usually whenever I do any kind of stuff anymore, I think I test everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because I'm that paranoid. That's also why I know I don't need the game control for me, because I made a fake Discord account just to test that stuff.
Yeah. What if it's not even picking up my headset? That
Yeah, it
could
might be picking up a different mic.
That's weird.
I hate that when that happens. You
Yeah.
know what was weird? Well, I know you were joking about this when you were texting me earlier, Lester, but like, I went and recorded. We did like a 45-minute recording. I was like, oh, that feels so good. I got through a lot of chunk of the game. Look at my audio. I didn't plug in the mic.
Can I just ask you one question? How do you not notice that? How do you not notice the extra cord?
Because it was the mic for the 3DS.
That's why I asked, because I'm like, well, how much you recorded that? I'm actually surprised. Only because I thought it'd be muscle memory at that point. It's like, ooh, I got 2 cables. I'm missing one.
I thought, no, it's just like, I just, you know how those moments your body goes on autopilot and you thought you did everything and then you...
Yeah, that must have been one of those moments.
Kind of one of those moments. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
well, this 45 minutes
It's like,
was
Matt, you
wasted.
don't have a Katsu-Kitty 3DS. It doesn't go through USB. You gotta need the cord.
I was like, well, this 45-minute recording is scrapped.
And this is why we make backup files.
Well,
hope you had a backup
luckily
file.
for me, whenever it comes to certain games, I never save a game unless I'm done recording.
Yeah,
Then
that's a
save.
good idea.
I don't even bother. I don't even touch the saves until. That's the kind of habit I've always
It really depends on the game for me on that one. It's because like if a game like that doesn't have an extra way to make a backup save, then I'll do that same thing. I won't save until I know the recording's fine. Otherwise, yeah, I just back up files. And it's just to be safe. Like doing the Ocarina of Raws right now for the LPR League, I have like 3 separate save files just for this, for backup purposes. When I was doing Galaxy 2, my backup file, I just copied the whole save game from the Wii menu just to make sure that wouldn't corrupt. Which was good, because I actually had one session I had to go back and record our entire world again.
Oh, was that the one that had the soft lock?
No, I never had a soft lock in Galaxy 2. I had that happen in Ocarina,
Oh, I'm
though.
sorry. I'm thinking of Ocarina.
Yeah.
Remember that one time you soft locked on yourself back?
Yeah, which was, oh my god, that's still going to be a funny thing to have in, but it was like, wow, that was a half an hour wasted for me.
I just love it.
Time to troubleshoot.
There you go.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's
a lot
much better.
Oh, okay. All I did was unplug it and plug it back in. Amazing.
That's usually the fix. Now I'm going to turn that down in Discord.
That
Don't
sounds
you
like
just
tech
love it
support.
when that's usually the answer to everything.
Yeah, usually, and it always works.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
I mean, that's
No.
pretty much what happened to
No.
me today. So I was setting up. I forgot that my computer has an optical in on the back of it for audio output. It's like, oh, cool. I can just plug in my computer directly into my soundbar. As soon as I did that, got no audio. What did I do to fix it? Turn it off and back on. Works.
Did you try plugging it back in?
It's
Oh
always
my
just
God.
that. It's always just the unplug thing.
Speaking of stupid stuff, okay, I don't know, like, do you guys have Windows 10
Oh yeah.
at all?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know, there's this, like, patch that came out or an update that I delayed for a couple days. I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally do it. So I just decided to let it do its thing overnight. Came back, apparently it said it failed the patch and it was reinstalling the previous version of Windows 10 for me. And I'm like, okay, what happened? Looked into it, couldn't find anything, tried it again, did the same thing. And this is like, takes 2 hours to do this. Like, it will not patch like the new Windows 10 update. It's like, I want to
Yeah, I
update
don't
you,
get
but you won't
that.
update.
There
Yeah.
are some updates I have to
wish I-
hide for that reason. I had an update on one of my computers in here that just kept on failing a security update. Like, oh, good, great, you know, the
I was
important
like,
one.
what? It's like, this is for security. You can't even patch it. It's like, you can't even, like, what is this?
Yeah,
It's like, this is a problem. I was actually thinking about looking it up. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I'm sure somebody else out there has had the exact same thing. And I'm like, how
I've
do
had
I
that
stop it?
yeah.
I've had that happen a couple times and I just give up. I just ultimately just give up on it. I'm just like, well, if you're not gonna work like intended, I guess I'm not gonna use you then.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why, like I said, I had to hide
Yeah.
that update. It wouldn't work. It's like, all right,
I know,
I don't
and
want
it's
you popping
weird
up.
because now I'm just like, so what's gonna happen with future updates past this one? Can I not get those ones until this one happens?
I mean,
Like,
how else would you get the ridiculously named update patch next? Probably be like the fall spring creator update.
And I'm just like, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, this is just one of those freaking bugs and problems with Windows 10 that I have, along with other things. Like, I couldn't, like, when I first started with Windows 10, I couldn't copy things over to another folder unless I was an admin. And I'm like, I am the admin Windows 10. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I legit had to make, like, I could only do it on the desktop. I could not do it in any other folder, like copy and move something over. It's like, no, you need admin privileges for this. And I'm like, but I am an admin. So I looked it up and everybody else had the same problem. Like, okay. And I literally never found a solution. I just had to push like a folder on a desktop in order to copy and paste things in. And I'm like, what is this?
I hate it when
I
that
never
happens.
had this problem with 7.
That's happened to me every once in a while. Windows in general, like 7, 8, 10. I've had that happen once in a while, and the only way I found to fix this is just reinstall it from scratch. Like, oh, that's good. That
Oh
wastes
my
so much time.
God. But seriously,
Amber-
I've never had this problem. What?
Amber's had so much issue with Windows 10. She does not like it. I don't blame her. It's
Yeah.
taken her almost a year to get her computer back up and running the way it was. It's because of Windows always glitching out and everything during the install process. And it's stupid. I'm like, why Windows 10 is buggy.
Yeah. Like 8 has
Windows-
buggy issues, but 10 I think is even weirder.
Windows
Okay.
10's like
Not
the new
Vista.
Vista.
Trust
No,
me, it's not
never,
Vista.
never
Oh.
forget. Never forget.
Okay. Okay, not as bad as Vista. At least 10 allows you to get on the internet, right?
Windows Vista Starter, the edition that shipped with a lot of computers, didn't have any firewall settings or anything like that. It was very vulnerable. No security. The thing you need.
Yeah.
I wish 7 was still around.
I mean, it is. It's just getting less and less support. I know if you get any of the new CPUs nowadays, like it's a 7th gen Intel CPU or like the Ryzen side or anything. So basically any new CPU, you don't get updates anymore from Windows, so it won't work. Which sucks because that's all new computers have.
I know, like that's... Like, okay, when I bought my previous laptop before the one I have now, so the one that I had to replace with my new one now has Windows 10,
Yeah.
But, like, you could, as far as I know, I think you could, like, install a different operating system, as far as I know, onto it. And then when I got my new laptop, I was like, you know what? I still have the Windows 7 disk where I'm able to install this because I still wanted to use Windows 7 because that's what I was comfortable with, that's what I like. And I heard some things about 10, and I was like, I don't know if I want to switch over just yet. So, yeah, no, it's just like hard baked into it. It couldn't run unless it was running Windows 10. So, so literally tried to troubleshoot it and spent like hours trying to figure out how to get a Windows 7 on there, and it's just not compatible with it at all. I'm like, are you serious? And now they're like forcing 10.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
Like my laptop has the same thing, like my Asus one.
Yeah.
Although I think I remember from what Amber told me, the laptop you guys send here, the HP one I have, I think that can go like 7 and 8. So
yeah,
that's
that one goes 7 and 8. That's why we just ended.
I mean, I use 10 on it regardless because it's just the most compatible on my hardware. Like, I can't use the HD60S unless I'm using Windows 10 because it's that new. That makes sense.
I just can't use 7 because I'm just like, well, a lot of the stuff I do want 10, so I have to have 10. So
yeah, pretty much.
I'm just like, well, I just give up. I'm gonna have to use the buggy 10 then.
Yeah. What you had happen to you, the uninstalled graphics thing, that happened to me too, but also that happened to me when it first came out, and I understood. Because they technically didn't have a driver yet for 10. But that's still weird.
Yeah, that's stealth, sort of like, oh, we're installing 10 here for free. I completely ignored that, and I was like, nope. In fact, to put in like some code or something to stop it from doing that. Because I was like, no, I do not want Windows 10. I don't even want them to stealth, like, because that's what they would do eventually if you kept ignoring it and kept, like, refusing to update, like, say if you're on Windows 7 and when they were pushing the free update to 10, and if you kept ignoring it, like, overnight, they could, like, stealth install it on you. So next time you, like, opened your computer, it would have 10 on it.
I know a lot of businesses actually sued Microsoft over that because it lost their progress on work.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's not good. It's like, what's the point in asking someone, do you want this, if you're just going to end up doing it sneakily behind your back anyway? It's like, what? That's not a choice anymore. It isn't. It's disguised as you have a choice, but you really don't in the end because this is just going to happen. So
I did like back then, though, during the free upgrade period, if you upgrade to Windows 10 but still reverted back, you still got it for free. So I actually had a computer that my grandfather, he installed Windows 10 by accident. He didn't want it, so I reverted back to 8. So when I got the computer a couple months back, I put 10 back on there, and it automatically retrieved the key because it had it once. So that's very convenient. At least if you did it once, you kept the key.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I had no choice with my new laptop. I was like, well, it's there, whether I like it or not.
I guess I'll have to use this.
It's like, yeah, and there's just so many little problems. And just a user experience and interface standpoint here, just to talk for a brief second about that. Oh my god, ever since 8, they have just... like what Microsoft is doing now is they're trying to integrate like all of their applications, so phones, and I guess they have tablets too, whatever, and computers all on one interface, which does not work because one uses touch functions and the other uses a mouse. Yeah, that's a disaster. Like making a menu
don't have a touch screen for their computer.
Exactly. I mean, they thought like, oh, this is gonna take off perfect.
I mean, it wasn't until recently where I did with that one laptop, and it's like, oh man, once you go touchscreen, it's hard to go back. But at the same time, I don't need it.
I don't know.
I don't like the idea of touching my computer screen. I'm sorry.
I mean, to me, it's like, it's nice, but at the same time, it really bugs me why I have so many fingerprints on my screen. I wipe
For
down
years,
now and again.
people told you not to touch the screen. Now they're like, touch the screen.
Touch
But what
it
about the
all over.
pixels? You have a dead pixel. It's like, I don't know. Like, for laptops in particular or computers, I just don't see it being comfortable. I understand tablets because you can have it on your lap. A computer, it's like awkward. You have that
Especially
keyboard
a desktop.
there.
I don't get it for a desktop. For a laptop,
Well,
it's a
that's
little
what I
bit
mean,
easier
that's
to
what they're
do
trying
because
to
I got
push.
used to it. But a desktop, how? You're sitting
Yeah,
feet
that's what I
away.
mean. It's like
My mother's computer is a desktop and it has touchscreen.
Yeah, that's like how. That's so awkward to me.
I'm like, why?
yeah.
Which that tells me it's an all-in-one. With the entire computer, it's just that one screen.
Oh god. Just awful, Microsoft. Just
I hate
awful.
I hate the settings menu so much. It's just it doesn't give you
Yeah.
nearly as many options as Control Panel did. And Control Panel's
No.
still there, but they're trying to phase it out.
I need to nuke Cortana from orbit. I don't like Cortana.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Although I like asking your stupid questions.
Amber's scared of Cortana. I'll tell you that much.
I don't like something listening, and it's called Microsoft spying on me. I know
Yeah.
it.
But
Like,
ask
they're listening.
Cortana if she loves you. And see the responses you get. It's pretty hilarious.
She's a secret keylogger, I tell you.
Yeah, pretty
She's
much.
like logging it all. She's sending
There's
it
a reason
back
why
to
there's so many
Microsoft.
people out there telling you how to turn that stuff off.
Yeah, trust me, there are a lot of sneaky settings that they automatically turn on for
Yep.
your easy setup process. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, I'm good. I don't
No,
need you guys
no.
getting
don't
every
you
single
just
last
spying
detail.
on my email. It's like, please don't spy on my personal email or what sites I browse on or my banking. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's the least
really.
important. I want you to not touch my money.
Yeah, like, anyways, I gotta figure that stuff out. I gotta nuke her from orbit. Just destroy her code or make sure she never starts up ever.
Master
Put her
Chief,
to
quick,
trip.
shoot her in the head.
Speaking of like privacy invasions, I didn't tell you guys about what happened yesterday. I was at the bowling alley when I was doing my job, and for some reason I got a text message from Facebook asking for password change. I was like, what? I guess someone tried to get on my Facebook and tried to change the password. And since I had the two-step verification on,
Right.
the text, I was like, what? Then I asked Amber, I said, did you try to get on my Facebook? And she's like, no. And I said, well, I got a text message that tried to get on my Facebook.
I mean, that's
I'm
just
like,
why I
well-
like two-step verification. It's like, that's bad.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Discord just
even-
recently implemented that, and I just immediately went seeing that. All right, here, take my number. Give me the
It's
text.
pretty much happening everywhere, even on like something I recently did for like some of like my clients for work and stuff, since I use WordPress all the time. There's like all this security now where like even logging into stuff like that, this two-step verification. I think it's freaking fantastic because like with people who might have weak passwords, because I can't tell somebody like, okay, I have this long password, I just can only hope they use KeyPass, but if they don't, like I don't know. Like
'Cause a lot of
like,
people
if
don't
you
want
put
to.
in like Apple as your password, I can't help that. But I mean, if somebody hacked it and tried to get in your freaking website, at least it's a two-step verification, so you're gonna get a code to have to put in. And if they don't have access to your email too, then you should be okay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. So yeah,
But yeah, it scared me. I was like, oh my gosh, who tried to get in my... Then again, I've been getting a lot of like spam phone calls because I've been been trying to look for a job, and I've been doing a lot of online like searches, and a lot of the times they require you to fill out, information about yourself. Well, because of that, I've been getting like a lot of phone calls asking me to go back to school. I was like, no, I'm not going back to college. I graduated.
I've done my
I'm
time.
not going back.
yeah.
And it's starting to turn into a daily routine, and I've already asked them plenty of times. I said, can you guys stop calling me? I'm
Yeah.
not interested. And they don't seem to stop calling me, and I was just like, man, I don't know how to block numbers or anything because it's a different number every
Well, each
time.
phone does it differently too, which is the worst part. Like some phones I know don't even block numbers. Like I've had plenty of phones in the past that just didn't have that feature for some reason. It was weird. I had to download third-party apps on Google Play Store just to fix that.
Yeah.
I'm just honestly, I've been getting spam text messages because of it too.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh, I can't even go apply for a darn job without the being, you know, harassed in a way by these scammers.
Yeah. It's really
Yeah,
annoying.
they get a hold of your stuff through like resumes and online applications. That's not really new.
Yeah.
It's just something that they do.
I just don't
I
like
don't know
when they
how-
do that. It's
Yeah,
an understandable thing when they have access to that information. But it's like, stop.
I don't really think that that's. I mean, I don't know what the laws are. I mean, I think it still happens here, but I'm pretty sure that should not be legal. That should be against privacy, or at least some terms of service. So I don't know how they.
Unless they
rip it
disclose
off,
it, it's
but-
supposed to be against their policies.
I mean, that's a privacy policy violation, right?
Yeah, I think so, but ever since the Patriot Act back in the day, I don't think so anymore.
Who knows? Things
Yeah,
have really
I mean,
changed in a weird way.
I would
because of that
definitely
stuff.
say like, I mean, I don't know how it is. I mean, even in my own country, geez, here I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Like in my own country, what are the laws here?
Can you call me?
Like I don't know. I'm pretty sure privacy is like one of those things, like Privacy Act or something like that we have. But I don't know. But then again, just because you have it doesn't mean everybody's going to follow it. And if they don't get caught, well, I mean,
And maybe
gee.
there's a no-call list I can go on or something.
There is technically. Every time a spammer calls, you're well, for one, they're not supposed to call cell phone numbers. So I think they
Yeah.
kind of ignored that rule by this point. But whenever they call, you usually say, if you don't want them ever calling again, put me on the no-call list. And they're supposed to by law. I think half the time they kind of ignore it, but they're not supposed to. Because I can get into some
Sue
serious trouble.
them!
Yeah,
Just sue them!
I mean, we were in the nation of sewers, so...
Sue them
sue
for
for a hot coffee.
I mean, hey, that one person did for McDonald's and they won.
I know. It's
I still laugh about those suits.
And like,
Speaking of
we're
which,
up here, we're like,
Did you guys hear about, like, G Fuel? Know that drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting sued now because I found lead in it.
What?
Yeah,
oh,
that's pretty bad.
Excuse me.
Yeah, there's lead in the drink.
wow.
It's a good thing I don't drink that. Good
Same.
lord.
Where was that produced?
Good question, but apparently next to metal.
Okay. Terrific.
Lead in my drink. It's almost as bad as the time when. Actually, no, that was proven. That was a fraud instance. Remember that one time that somebody found a finger in their Wendy's chili?
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
remember that whole
yeah.
suit.
That
That
was
was a
fraud.
weird one.
That was a fraud case.
Yeah.
Lol. It's like, what? I don't know.
People try to sue for weird reasons. That's one of them.
I don't know of any popular sue cases in Canada. I don't even know if anything happens here, to be quite honest. Not a lot happens here. It's like
It's kind of boring.
you want just like peace and like when you consider drama as very mild, like very little scandals. Yeah, that's Canada right there. You know, just chilling. Just I don't know. It's like that weird like we have like nothing overly remarkable, but that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing.
I was
You
gonna
should
say.
you shouldn't be upset about that. At
You
least
have to
you
get some
don't have
peace and quiet.
spooky people.
I don't know. It's like how to explain that, but it's like the best way. I don't know. It just is. It's just I guess. It's not a lot. Not a lot happens. I mean,
You know, of course, someone on
when
Team
people
Money
are
is
arguing
called
over
Dollar
Prime
Bills.
Minister's hair.
Of course, you're called Dollar Bills.
Dollar.
Oh, speaking of, I can actually tell this story now because it's relevant. It's writing money. Recently, Mom and I have been cleaning up a lot of stuff here, and we just found like a boatload of change, and we've been wrapping a lot of it. We have a lot of money in quarters. Like we filled up a
Nice.
table in quarters. It was pretty
Nice.
ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how much it is, but it's like definitely over $100.
I remember the time when Canada got rid of the penny, like years ago, and everybody was rolling up their pennies to take to the bank because if you didn't do it to a certain deadline, then you couldn't. They were worthless after a certain point, so the banks wouldn't take them anymore.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
everybody
bad.
was rolling
but I
up
can
pennies.
understand. Like here, they're
Rolling
supposed to. They won't
And
notice.
trust me, I am so happy pennies are gone because Man, they were
Yeah.
just disgusting
I
looking.
think at
They
this
were
point
just
they
so
only
gross.
exist here for our currency because they don't want to change the value of prices. It would screw up everything.
I don't know,
I
we
don't
just
know
rounded
why.
everything up or down.
Because they
That
said
was
for
it.
years they were going to get rid of the penny here, but I think at this point they kind of stopped with that because they would have to change everything.
I think people really want to get rid of it because how gross it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's so gross.
think
Nobody likes, nobody use it.
Yeah.
You always like scowl, it's like, oh god, pennies. I don't want pennies. Please get rid of
The only
these.
use people have for pennies nowadays is scratch offs. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we use quarters.
We have class here. We use only quarters.
No, seriously, quarters. Literally use quarters. Anybody getting a scratch ticket, the kids use a quarter. Scratch that.
Or-
When we were going through our coins, I think we have like about $1 or $2 in like pence. So that just shows how much foreign money we find in our job. A lot of that. But yeah, like here, technically, when they phase out older bills, they will not take that anymore at all. Like there's some old bills that people will try to give a store, and the cashier's like, we can't take that. That's too old.
You guys have dollar bills.
If you don't have that
We
strip,
have-
we don't take it.
I think they discontinued. I don't know if this is true. I think they discontinued the $2 bill.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I think they discontinued that one. And I always thought whenever I saw a $2 bill back when I was a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so. I've never seen those before. What's that?
When I first heard about the $2 bill, I thought it was a joke. Legitimately a joke. And when I found out it was a real thing, like, wait, you're serious? Why do you have this? Like, why do we have a $2 bill? So it got discontinued for a reason. Like, you never saw it.
And it had Thomas Jefferson on it, and it had the signing of the Declaration of Independence on the back.
I just discontinued the $2 bill once again because I just killed dollar bills.
Lol. We have the wonderful loony and toonie. Literally coins. Coin $1, toonie $2. Done. And then you get a $5 bill. And that's it. Like, and then $10, and I think it goes 20, and then 50, and then 100, and then 1,000? No, $500 bill.
I love the name of your guys' currency.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Judy.
Oh yeah, the toonie. Yeah, isn't it great? Hey, it's awesome. We actually had like things made of chocolate, and people for a long time in Canada were like, you can cut out the center, right? And everyone was trying to punch out the center of it because it's basically like a silver ring, and the center is golden. So everyone was like, yeah, you can punch out the center if you just push hard enough. And literally everybody did it. It was so hilarious. You couldn't do that. It's pretty solid. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to literally punch your money. But yet,
I was like
apparently
trying to
that's a
push
thing.
at the center. It's like, what are you guys doing? It made them look like idiots. It's like, no, this isn't happening. And I'm trying to remember what's on it. I think it's like, I don't know, we have the Queen on everything. We have the Queen Elizabeth II on everything.
Yeah,
And the
I've seen
geese.
some of your currency. I've seen a lot of the Queen.
Yeah, she's everywhere. She's on the bill. She's on the toonies and loonies, and I think she's on the quarter. I don't know. And then we
think
have random
somewhere I've
geese
seen it.
on it. We have geese, and we have boats, and I don't even know if we even have any prime ministers on ours. They don't get anything. They get
They're just
nothing.
there.
The Queen gets everything. They just get all the drama.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
Statues, nah.
when I learned when I was in economics class, there was the first thing we learned about currency is that the money that we use nowadays is actually debt notes. That's all they are.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like, oh my god.
It's pretty disturbing.
That tells you something. You're like, oh my gosh, really? Then Benny went into the concept of this is that's the government, and pretty much it's the government IOU to you. That's what a dollar bill is. I'm just like, okay, well, that's weird.
And it's even worse
Like
when they
what?
shred up the old currency. It's no longer good. I still have a
Yeah.
bag of that. Like in my economics class, one day I don't remember who it was. But we had like a guest speaker who brought in this bag of shredded money from the treasury just to give out to people. I still have that in my closet somewhere. So when you're saying that, it's like, wow, this is a shredded up Death Note. I guess I didn't go far in life.
So wait, what? A Death Note?
A debt note.
Oh,
Death
I was gonna say a Death
Like,
Note.
I don't know why I
What?
said Death
Not
Note.
a death
Death Note.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I meant to say.
Debt note.
Man,
Not the
tonight,
anime.
That's an
tonight I just
anime.
can't see. I was gonna say, yeah.
Not the anime. I'm a debt note. Like
Okay.
like the national debt.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I can't speak tonight when I say stuff like that, and then, you know, the shipping.
The
Oh,
shipping
just,
moment.
That's interesting. What does that do?
Oh my god. Don't bring that up again, please. It's gonna make me lose myself again.
Oh my.
Oh, look, I finally found another money match.
Oh, good, the bets are on. How much you bet?
Wow, lucky you. All of the matches I've ever had was just love
Lovey
versus love. Yeah, lovey love. We love each other so much we're killing each other over it.
You know, that sounds like a typical family. I love you so much,
Yeah.
murder you.
It's like, you know, it's like Uncle Joe had a lot of fortune. We're not even gonna bother attending his funeral. We're just gonna sleep behind your back to take it all.
Ah, my
Wow,
family,
my
gotcha.
family. Like, I've heard horror stories of that. Like, literally, people
You guys
would
heard horror
sneak
stories about that
out
with my
of a funeral
family.
to go to their house and take all of the stuff before the rest of the family could get their hands on it. And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
they do it.
Wait a minute, Allison, you talk about my aunt? Hey-oh.
God.
Because you're not wrong.
Oh. Well, I've heard it. Okay, I've heard it. Like, I don't know. It's like one time. It was like my grandmother's funeral or something like that I was at, and my dad, he was randomly talking to the funeral director, and he started asking him all these questions, and he started telling him all these horror stories during this, like, you know, driving to the burial area, and I'm like listening to this stuff. Like, what? Like, he's like, oh yeah, like people would when have the family, like some of them would sneak off like during the funeral service, and then go to like the, you know, the person's house and start like stashing and taking all the things. Like, I was like, okay,
That's pretty messed up.
That's as low as you. That's where I would consider that grave robbing.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, I
pretty
know
much.
something technically worse, but I don't know if I should say it on stream. I'm debating it.
Stealing stuff off the body.
Let's just say I know someone who actually took someone's ashes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. And then sold the urn.
what? Can I ask why?
Greed. Because they wanted the 25 bucks from the urn.
The $45.
Yeah, I know. They want 25 that bad, huh?
Man, it sounds to me that they had some other problems besides, you know, stealing an urn. Maybe an addiction of some
It's
sort
like-
that they couldn't crave, right?
That's not worth it if the urns, unless the urns like made out of gold or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever's the most valuable now. I think gold's still up there, isn't it? I don't know.
I swear in these ashes. Now let me just take these ashes and move them somewhere else.
Made out of, no, wait, the urn's gotta be made out of copper. That'll sell well.
Just, oh,
Yeah, copper sells pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's made out of copper, well then you're good.
And that's
I-
why people go and steal copper from people's cars.
That's true. And then also try to salvage
Yeah.
it from whatever metal they can find. If it's copper,
I,
then they try to salvage it.
I heard a story. There was an old Coast Guard building down where I used to live, and anyway, so it was banned for a long time. The guy who owned it was renting it out to somebody to try to, you know, make some cash while he was holding on to a dead investment, basically, till he could sell it. And anyway, so the guy he rented it to, he hardly asked him any questions. He just kind of trusted him. I don't know if there's anything actually officially signed in regards to agreement of rental costs and stuff. But the guy basically went in there and he stole all the copper piping out of the entire building and sold it.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he literally stripped the entire building of all the copper piping. And then the guy came back to like collecting his rent and realized the guy was gone, and so was all the piping. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
pretty
man,
fair.
that guy must have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
I mean, all that piping is ridiculous, but that's still, wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow. So he was just like, yeah, he's probably just rented it for the month, took the month to basically strip out all the piping. And it's a pretty isolated area, so I don't know if anybody really would have known.
That's probably what he
Doing
was
this?
thinking at the time. It's like, oh, no one's in
Oh, yeah,
this area.
I
They probably won't
explained area.
notice.
Exactly. And I mean, like, the building wasn't like a rental unit. It was just like an old Coast Guard building, and I was like, it was pretty big too. And I don't even know why the heck the guy was renting it out. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it'd be livable,
That sounds
but
a little weird, yeah.
I don't know, must have been some living quarters in there. I've never actually been in it, but I just heard the story and I was like, oh, okay, that's sucks. Like, I don't know. I was like, that's kind of uncommon to hear, but you know,
That's-
you know.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. It's like the stories you hear.
Yeah, it can be pretty messed up, that's for sure.
The things people will do for money. Or
Yeah.
a buck. Or $25.
Yeah. Pretty
Or
much.
for a
mostly,
toonie.
I blame that. I said, you know, like with his the ashes stealing the urn thing. I said he must have had a different problem than just, you know, wanting money. He must have had some sort of addiction he needed money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Because that's usually what the case is whenever you hear stories like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed their fix and they needed money now, so that's how
I
they
mean,
do something.
Yeah.
you guys actually do know the person I'm talking about. It's the one person I've said a lot in private.
Oh, I think I might know.
Yeah.
I can have an idea of who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Man, I've been, you know, kind of dropping matches now. Like, my connection is being unstable for some reason. I don't know.
I've been losing matches. My team sucks.
Yeah, it's been very hit and miss. I've been winning and losing. But it's usually when I'm fighting my own team, I lose.
I mean, so
No,
that's
seriously,
a good
same.
thing. That's a good thing. You won't lose to your
Because then we also win.
It's
unable
like,
to
it
connect to the internet.
cancels it out, guys. What?
I just want to win more matches so I can get the king. Because if I'm halfway, I could probably get the king. Because I was
I don't
thinking,
even
if I
care
got
what
to a
I get
certain
to at
point,
this
then maybe I
point.
can practice the Gerudo training grounds next in Ocarina. That's the one thing I think I need to practice the most.
Training?
Just because of the fact I'm doing it without hover boots. I've never done it without hover boots.
You've never done.
Yeah.
You're
but
doing a lot of weird things with this playthrough. I'm really
I'm
interested.
wanting to show off a lot. I'm playing the 1.0 version, so I show trading the cuckoo egg to get the eyeball frog after I do like the entire quest. Because that makes no sense when King Zora's like, oh, I must thank you. Have this tunic, gives you the eyeball frog.
It's like, what?
I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, original Ocarina is weird.
My internet's kind of screwing up on here. No, that's not a good thing. I might not be able to finish at this rate if this doesn't.
Oh, where are you at now in terms of your level?
I'm on champion right now.
I mean, that's good, because that's what you said you wanted to get, at least.
I'm on Fiend. I just started.
Love Fiend. Sounds like one of those monsters you find, like, you feel Love Fiend. It kind of sounds like like a monster you find in the JRPG or
It
something.
really does.
Yeah. Oh wow, no surprise against my own love team.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm fighting you cash. I don't know how I've been fighting more money compared to you guys. It's weird. I've only had a handful of lovey loves, but apparently almost every match for you both have been love. It's weird.
Everybody's shouting, I love you more as they kill you.
Lester's some of the cool guy. He's being one of the cool guys because he can actually get matches.
It's because I play this game a lot,
Stop
isn't it?
hogging all the good matches.
I mean, I haven't played it nearly as much as other people. I haven't prestiged. When you prestige, you know you played this game for hundreds of hours. Because it takes that long.
Probably the last time I played this was during the last stream you did, Splatoon or
Yeah, that was
whatever.
like a couple weeks ago then.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I play Splatoon. It's
Yeah.
like, well,
Pretty much with the friends, yeah.
yeah.
I haven't played it in a couple weeks either, so.
I usually either
I'm
do
always
this when
rusty
like
with
we're looking for
Splatfest.
something to do in group, or it's like I just kind of wanted to play something to kill time with, because I've been trying to finish up a lot of games of late. Like I just finished Sly 3, and I also just finished the first of the 3 story arcs in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Man, that was
Nice.
hard. That was a hard slog to get through. I got to do it 2 more times. Ugh. I want 21, dang it. Hey, Super Spyro, how you doing today? But I found it very convenient. I just finished Sly 3 like a couple days ago, and then I just seen the completionist post his video on Sly 3. It's like,
On Sly 3.
that's pretty perfect timing. I did not think that'd be his next game, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I can watch this now because I can relate. All the stuff he was saying in this video, I can kind of echo, where Sly 3 is one of the weirder games, especially if you're a completionist, because of how they got rid of most of the collectibles for Sly. There's no clue bottles, and that's really weird. It's the only game to have no clue bottles.
That is weird. I've never played Sly 3 or the Sly series though.
Yeah, I mean they're good games, that's for sure. Sly 2 and onwards are great, like stealth style games. Sly 1's like a great stealth style platformer, but Sly 2 onwards really make you actually feel like a thief. You know what Sly's supposed to be.
All right, I think I fixed my internet. You disconnected.
Yay!
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I got the warning. It says you disconnected during the last match you played. This keeps happening. You may lose the ability to play online for a while. Make sure your internet isn't busted and try again. That's what I just did, Nintendo.
And then
By the
next
way,
year
can
you
everyone
can
hear
say,
me
"But I'm
online?"
paying for that."
Can anyone hear me online while I'm talking online to my friends online? Nintendo, take hints. Playing a bit of SA2 for the Chow Garden, and you're watching Splatfest, why not? Hey, that's a good way to pass the time for Chow Garden.
I'm guessing you're trying to 120 emblem the game.
180. Because that one is
180. I'm sorry,
120, I think it's just Heroes.
Thinking. No, 130 is Adventure 1.
Yeah,
And then
130 is Adventure 1, 180 for 2, and 130 for... 120, sorry, for Heroes. But also Heroes wants you to get all the A's as well. And then same for Adventure 2.
I can't believe I got the warning. I think that's the first time I ever got that warning.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
it's rare to see nowadays, but it's still annoying.
I'm gonna ban you. Sorry.
1 by 0.1%. Holy
Wow.
crap.
Oh, don't you just love it when that happens?
It's like, what?
You're that close, it's ridiculous. You know, I love how they brought back the Black Belly skate park, but one thing, I don't know if this was like that in the first Splatoon game, but I love the inflatable Splatoon guys over there on the side. I love those inflatable squids.
No.
Wacky inflatable Splatoon man. Wacky inflatable Splatoon man.
Wacky inflatable squid with his flailing. Uh-oh, I'm getting that unstable warning again. I'm gonna probably get banned, aren't I? Crap. Well, that's okay. It was a good run, I guess.
How long is the ban for?
I think it's like for, what, a couple minutes? I know it's not terribly long.
Okay.
I don't
It's not
remember.
like
I mean, I've never gotten in this one, so I won't know. I think I've only gotten that ban once in like Smash, and you had to stay online to get the ban removed, and it was like 10 minutes. Which was actually really annoying, just because of the fact you had to be online for the ban to go away. You couldn't just have your game on. So you would have to sit in a lobby and just wait for it. Why did they do that? I don't know.
I don't know why my internet's kind of acting up all of a sudden.
I mean,
It
you
was
sound
just
fine here, so that's weird.
That's really weird.
I mean, it probably also helps though. Like Discord has like updated audio codec thing, so it can sound like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
At least not the Skype days where you have worse internet and then you sound like coming out of a tin can.
Like that?
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, Discord still might have its robot moments, but not nearly that bad.
I had to recently boot up Skype for business purposes, and I'm on
God.
Skype 10, and I'm like, oh god, what are they doing?
Yeah, don't. First step, if you're gonna use Skype now, do not use the app version. Use the program
That's all I
version. The app version is terrible.
Oh my god, like, and I'm thinking, wow, they finally introduced Dark Theme. Who is that taken after?
Yeah,
Nobody.
it's just like YouTube
Nobody
finally doing
at
the
all.
same thing.
Oh wait, YouTube's adding a dark feature?
Yeah, in the new
What
layout
was
that has
this?
a dark mode.
Oh.
I've been actually using
Well,
the
when
new
it
layout a
comes
lot.
to
just
YouTube, I'm
because-
living under a rock,
Yeah.
so...
Well, I know you don't really go on there that much nowadays, which don't blame you.
Well, I mean, occasionally to, like, look at, you know... oh god, there's a rolling ball person coming at me.
Oh, those are my favorite videos.
Yeah, that video. But mostly go in there just to like listen to Philip DeFranco and just get an idea as to what's going on in the world and what's so crazy about the world, and then I
Yeah.
just leave.
And then
And I'm like, that's enough world for today.
Oh, good. Logan Paul's
And
off to a
then
good
I'm like, that's enough internet for today, guys. That's enough news.
You see Logan Paul tasing a dead rat, and then you're like, oh, nope.
And I'm like, oh, that's enough internet for today.
Oh, YouTube's
okay.
just YouTube. Got it.
Right, YouTube's the same. Cool.
Oh, okay, YouTube. Logan Paul didn't violate terms of service enough to get banned. Okay, alright, sure.
Last I heard, he wasn't allowed to put ads on his videos anymore.
Although I will
temporarily.
say, they're stepping up their protection stuff on there, which I'm actually in favor of, because two of the rules are kind of slapped to the wrist, where you can kind of lose your advertisements and you can kind of lose like your shows with YouTube Red. But the third one is basically a shadow ban, where your videos will not appear in recommended feeds. That's pretty much a killer for a channel. So if you're that bad, watch out. That is
Corey,
my favorite thing.
I like that. That's enough life for me for one day.
You just like insert that gif of like the guy opening the window in like a 50-story building and jumping out of it.
Or having that old man just said, "Guess I'll die."
Yeah.
It's like, well, time to die. Or was it? It's John Tron's "I'm going."
Come on,
or
baby,
no,
I
like
just want
the
out.
one from
I want
his
out.
flex tape video was like, just let me die, let me die.
Let me die. I think it was the bootleg one. It was a compilation of bootleg games. And he's like, I'm going. He's like holding his heart, like having a heart attack.
Yeah.
There was that one where he was he had a gun at his head and he's just like, "Come on, baby, I just want out. I just want out."
He has such great freaking moments, and they like so many gifs are made after that for Twitter. It's like
It's
amazing.
ridiculous. One of my favorites still was when he seen from the Disney bootleg games thing, when he saw the Lion King suicide and he just sings the song of "Oh My God" to it.
Yeah. Oh god, I need a marathon of just his videos, like sometime, just randomly just start watching the whole thing over. Oh my god.
I get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing some Chow Karate for the Chow Racious Spiral. I don't blame you, because I think Chow Karate is a little more entertaining to watch than the races. The races can take a while to finish.
I don't like the races.
Yeah. They kind of overstay their welcome a bit. Like, some of the races take like, what, 4 or 5 minutes?
I love the Chow Guard mechanic from SA2. I just hate the emblems tied to them.
Yeah, I can agree. That's my thing. I like Chow Guard, but there should not have been nearly as many emblems for that area. It's a drag for 100%. I can't wait to see Some Call with John to get to that and just get super bored when he does his 130 emblem run, Adventure 1 on Twitch. I've been watching it. He's already having some moments. Not as much as Kingdom Hearts, though, but definitely having moments.
I think I'm gonna get banned now because my connection's still unstable. I don't know what the deal is going on right now.
Yeah.
I have a
What
feeling
is going
it's banned before the night's over with.
It's like, oh boy.
And this is why I live the Ethernet life. If you can do it, man, it helps. This is why recently I had to pick up a new Wi-Fi adapter for the computer I use in my bedroom, because I could not get a good signal in there in my previous one. I have a normal 120 down, it would fetch like 10 down. It's pretty bad and unstable. I pick up a new one for like 10 bucks, actually has an antenna, and it fixes everything. It's a miracle.
I wish I had fiber up.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same here.
They're supposed to introduce that everywhere here years ago. Guess who didn't do that? Anyone. Google got close. It's in like, what, 5 cities?
We have one provider that has it, but the only problem is like not enough people have the infrastructure for it, and it costs money. So
that's the thing. Like years ago, they were supposed to lay down fiber infrastructure in a lot of places. I know, including Canada, had the same problem, but they just never got around to it. It was too expensive.
It's like, well, no.
Wait, it's too expensive. Too costly in terms of time.
Honestly, I think they need to fix, like, at least here, we have like a rural problem where people are just not getting sufficient internet at all. So
yeah,
I
that's a
think
problem.
Fix that.
It's definitely a problem.
Because there's like a monopoly between 2 internet providers here, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So
it's about the same here, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think the provincial government here is trying to crack down on internet service providers. Like, yeah, actually provide the service you're promising people, especially in those areas. I mean, come on, they're paying for it.
That's what AJ Paul wanted to do with the net neutrality. Look where that got him. Now he's being sued.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guess what? Did you hear about that? He's being investigated right now.
By his own party.
By his own company.
I laughed.
Shocker! I am so shocked.
I mean, when two of the 5 members of the board come out saying this is corruption, yeah, you should stop.
Wow! Congratulations! You understand what corruption is.
That's what you get for making a video saying net neutrality is a good thing while having a fidget spinner and doing.
Did you hear about that video when that first happened? Did you hear that the Harlem Shake guys actually sued him over that? Like, they were going to take him to court because they didn't get permission for the Harlem Shake. They stole the song, so they had to take down the video.
Oh my god.
It's like, good. Good. Oh, the things that go on in the world. It's so weird. And also, on top of it, there's the Olympics, which I haven't been paying attention to because there's so much other crap going on.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that was a thing.
How could anybody pay attention to Winter
I legit
Olympics
forgot the Olympics was going to happen until,
like, oh my god, what is happening out here, guys?
Like, I did not realize the Olympics were this, like, month until, like, about a week before they happened. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot, that's a thing this month.
The only reason why I knew is because Prime Minister was tweeting.
I forgot because there was no Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games this year. You know why I think that is, Lester? I found out on Twitter.
Yeah, Ubisoft has it.
Ubisoft has a license for the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, the net neutrality thing's far over. They still need to repeal it. They still need to fix that issue. I mean, there's an investigation. It's not finished.
It's just an
investigation.
It's not like.
I think the guy's laughing it off still, which is stupid. But he's that cocky.
He's cocky, yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean, oh, come on. I was waiting for the unconnect error to pop up. But you're a true villain when you have a coffee like the size of your head. That says Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Who has
you're a villain when you have a shit-eating grin as your profile pic.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't like him.
No one does. No one does for a reason. I think the day that they repealed net neutrality, I think his name was one of the most trending topics on Twitter with just so many hate comments. I think at one point he became one of the most hated people in just that hour alone.
Yeah. It's like, we certainly didn't like him either. We're like, oh god, screw him.
I mean, there was a reason why there was a bomb threat called in right before he gave his vote.
Like, it was crazy, the trickle effect. It was like that happened down in the States, and then up in Canada, everyone's just like, so what's gonna happen here?
Yeah, because basically how you guys handle things up there is you watch what happens here in the States, because then it affects you guys anyways.
Well, I mean, we do have our own laws, like, what the heck is it called here? Canada something, Internet Service Provider Protection Act, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the exact terminology, what it is here. It's something similar to what you guys have, but it pretty much states about, like, companies can't, like, specifically states companies can't, like, favor, like, certain services over others, and they can't throttle, and they can't do, like, stupid things like that. But, I mean, I don't know, they kept assuring us up here, like, that's not gonna happen. We have our own sort of laws up here and stuff, and then they're like, but what happens with, like, like, Canadians take a lot of part in American services? It's like, well, at that point, you can't control that. So, I mean, for example, Amazon, if, like, they start upping their pricing, we're going to be affected that way. So it's kind of like, it still is a trickle-down effect. It's still bad. Yeah. And it still is pushing the envelope. So either way, it's just not good for the world at all.
Especially since America's supposed to be known as one of the biggest, like, corporate countries, because that's where a lot of stuff comes from for business, and that kills a lot of businesses. Yeah. Because if websites are throttled by internet providers just so you can go to other ones, that means a lot of mom and pop businesses will just never exist. Yeah. That's why there was a whole outcry about that back in December, and still kind of is, to be fair. They're still needing that one extra vote to overturn it, which I'm surprised they haven't gotten yet. At one point they said they found that 51st person, but then it just kind of went away.
They just disappeared.
I also heard that there was, like, multiple states suing the FCC about that.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is.
I said, go ahead, abolish the FCC. We don't need them.
This current FCC is
I'm
a
at
mess,
the
yeah.
point now where I don't think we need them at all.
Technically, you don't really need these guys yet. Because they're not really doing their jobs. They're trying to just push it off to everyone else.
Yeah. It's like, so what is your department? What do you do?
Ben, you idiot. I think Ben was trying to avoid an attack. And he just did his little dash move with the dualies off an edge. Ben, you stupid. He immediately kills me just to dash off an edge. That wasn't Ben drowning. That was Ben suiciding.
Oh god.
Ben
jumped.
off the cliff.
Oh man, this is dark.
But yeah, I was not happy on that day when they
Oh man, everyone I was talking to that day was pissed. Yeah, it's for this
I mean,
reason
I don't
alone.
know.
It affects us all.
Like I kind of like in a sad way that like the day before that was gonna happen, I was like, I have a bad feeling this is gonna pass.
I
was
pretty
like,
much same here.
I was just like, that guy. As soon as I found out about that guy, I was like, that's it.
Because they came
That is
out
totally
with
it.
their opinions before the vote happened on like social media and such and interviews, and like 3 of them were already coming out saying they were gonna pass that. So it already gave me bad vibes, which basically happened. And as soon as I heard
And, like,
a second guy say I want to repeal this, I pretty much knew it was sealed before Pi even talked. Because he was stubborn about it. He's the one that introduced it. Of course he's going to pass it. He wants to get rid of this for a reason. It was his idea.
Yeah, corporate interest.
Yeah, it's like, ugh.
Well, you know what's irritating
Politics.
is that just shows you that it is corporate greed when I think it was like 83% of Americans didn't want this repealed, and they got repealed.
Not just that, but when most of the comments that were reported to them saying that, oh yeah, we don't want net neutrality anymore, were fake and of dead people, and they ignored that. Yeah, that's technically illegal. That's a crime. And yet we still pass this anyways. What? That's corruption, like in a nutshell.
Yeah.
How did we get to politics again? I don't even remember where this started.
I don't know. Well, at least this is the calm politics I can
This
handle.
is true. Because
I'm
this
at
is something
the
that
point now where
actually is more than just politics. It's also just in general how the internet works. It's something we all kind of need to know.
I watched a documentary about like how much pull the American public have in regards to voting for things. And it's not that much compared to corporate power.
Yeah, it's
Sadly,
pretty low.
I think it's like
stupid.
60%. Like the 6% chance if a corporation does not want a bill to pass that it will not, even if the American public want it to. So
Yeah,
it's
that's really
like
terrible.
you have like a 40% pull on most things when it comes to voting, which means they're probably always going to get what they want. Like, or they have even a higher percentage of getting something passed if they want it. It's like 70 or something.
Yeah, and it's because money.
ridiculous.
That's it. Like money talks to them.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah.
lobbyists.
Agreed. That's why we're on Team Love.
Yep, exactly.
No, we're not on Team Money.
By the way, we planned all this conversation to promote love.
Pretty much.
Go along with it, guys. It's fine.
Because we are not lovers. See? I watched what I said. Proud of me.
At least you learned context, Lester. Gosh.
Do not ship
What
love
is that?
with
Is that a
money.
condiment?
Like, what? So, any games you guys beat lately?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I beat Sly 3 is one of them.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
right. Any-
I've been playing through Heart Gold and Soul Silver again because
Cool.
I've been in a real big Pokemon mood lately.
Cool.
So, I have actually been in such a big Pokemon mood. I'm honestly considering that my next thing I record is beat Pokemon something on my channel. So,
Yeah. I think the biggest question
Nice.
is like what game, because you only did White on your channel back in
I'm
11.
probably gonna do Fire Red version. I'm gonna start from the beginning and just do a remake.
Well, wait, how would you do that? Because you and Amber are still kind of doing that on your co-op channel.
I've got a second Fire Red copy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I was gonna say at that point it's either you wait until that playthrough's done or emulation, and I know how you feel about that one. So
I
that's
don't
good. You
like
have a
gaming.
second card.
I have a second card, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean,
We-
it really
we
depends on how the
actually-
emulation works for me, but sometimes I usually go to that because, like, I'm not, like, one of the biggest things is 3DS. I'm liking where Citra's going. I might start using that for some 3DS stuff if it's possible, because I don't have $500. That's the big thing.
I don't have
Yeah.
$500.
The biggest thing I want to buy sometime this year, if I can afford it, is a Frame Meister. Now it costs me about $400. So, yeah. I'm doing that because I want to get rid of my CRT. I'm still sat there in that Chameleon Twitch stream right before I started. My power button broke, so now I have to turn on with the remote. If I lose that remote, I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, it's an old CRT, so I'm not surprised. And it's a good one, too. It has component ports. Not many have those.
We had to have a we had to have a second Fire Red version cart because actually for our playthrough you need to have 3 versions of the game unless if you're both playing it, that is, you have to have a 3rd version because how are we gonna get Bulbasaur?
Oh, yeah, the trade in. Because unless you start a new game, trade over, and then start another new game, yeah, you're kind of needing a second copy of Fire Red Elite Green.
Yeah, there's 2 Pokemon that were like this. We were like, okay, how are we gonna get Bulbasaur? Oh, how are we gonna get Flareon? I mean, I know the answer, guys. I know you could probably just breed an Eevee after the game. We're talking about before we beat the game.
Yeah.
We're trying to get this done before we beat the game. So we had this like, okay, we're gonna have to have another Eevee. So I went and I sped ran through the game, had put Bulbasaur in the box as soon as I got it, and then went and sped run through the game until you got Eevee at the top of Celadon Mansion. So I was like, okay, well, they had to trade this over to the game, and Amber said she wanted to train Bulbasaur up to Venusaur when we're doing that part. I gave it to her, so we're almost done. We recorded a bunch of Pokemon videos already. We're up at the Sevi Island part where after you beat the 7th badge already.
Oh, okay, so now you're at the new content for that particular version, which is cool.
Amber's never actually played through Fire Red version up to that point, so this is all new to her, and she's like, oh, so what's up here? And I said, Mount Ember. She's like, what's up there? Moltres. She's like, well, what's that Victory Road now? I was like, nothing. Because they moved Moltres there.
You know what? Moltres isn't just randomly sitting there anymore. Yeah,
no random Moltres sitting.
I mean,
like Moltres is now in
Articuno's still kind of randomly in the ice cave, but you kind of can't fix everything.
Well, I mean, like, Seafoam Islands at least makes sense for Articuno.
That's true. Especially since
Zapdos
it's
makes
ice.
sense because it's in a power plant. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that they moved Moltres to Mount Ember, I'm like, okay, that makes more sense now. Instead of being in the middle of Victory Road for some reason. You know what other Pokemon had that problem? Tracking in black and white version?
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard that thing was just kind of randomly there.
Wait,
Same for Ultra Sun and Moon. Like, what was the legendary they introduced that one's called again? Like Neko something?
Necrozma?
Yeah, it was just randomly on the way to the Elite Four. It was just kind of sitting there in Victory Road. Like, there's this cave you walk out on, and then there's like this new stretch they introduced for Ultra Sun and Moon, and then the legendary is just sitting there waiting for you to battle it. Like, oh, okay, sure.
It's like, okay, I'll try and catch him then.
It's like, before you fight the Elite Four, fight me. I'm harder than the Elite Four, technically. Which was funny because a lot of people complained about that fight. I think I caught that thing like 1 or 2 balls. So that fight was like 2 minutes for me.
God.
It was like, seriously? That was the hardest legendary fight people had in a while? I didn't get to see it.
Throw Master Ball!
Yeah, just
I
throw
didn't,
Master Ball.
I didn't even use that. Yeah, it was like one of the Ultra Balls. Because Ultra Balls are ridiculous in 7th Gen. If it's an Ultra
Yeah.
Beast, that thing is... It's like one of the best cast rates in the whole series, I think. It's high.
I think most of the time it's because it's story related. That's why they were lower.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's like the whole point of them being a thing for the post-game original Sun and Moon. That's why you got so many, because you constantly ran into a bunch of Ultra Beasts. Now I think you can just kind of buy them in the lab for the Ultra games, because they don't really give you too many for free, but you can kind of go and get them anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, good. Well,
Like, you can still get them regardless.
Like I said, I haven't done the post game for Sun and Moon, and I haven't even gotten very far in Ultra Sun and Moon. So
Yeah. Like, the post game in Ultra is much better. I mean, that's the whole point of it coming out. I still thought it should have come out like a year after Sun and Moon, which is way too soon, because it wasn't that different.
yeah.
I like the Rip and Rocket stuff, but it's like, a little too soon. I didn't feel it was worth it.
Well, I think honestly at this point, I'm really hoping the Pokemon Company doesn't release Pokemon games every year now, because it's just.
I'm
it's
legitimately getting kind of Pokemon out again, which is sad because I just got back in the series like 2 years ago.
I mean, it's just like. I'm sorry, Allison. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say I haven't played. Last Pokemon game I played was literally Pokemon White. I still have Pokemon White too, but I just never bothered touching it. And I meant to like pick up the new games, but I just never did. So I'm kind of just I don't know where I'm at with Pokemon. It's kind of like, yeah.
I mean, for you, it's probably more of a fresh breath of air if
thing.
you jump in a newer generation, then, since you haven't touched in a while.
I'll put it this way, Allison. I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I haven't finished. Like, the last main Pokemon game I finished, besides Sun and Moon, which was last year, was X and Y, and that was a couple of years ago, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even play those either.
And for me, it's like, before jumping back into Omega Ruby in like 2016, and that's the year like when I was really getting the 3DS games, the last time I played a Pokemon game was Diamond in 2007. Like, new Pokemon game, if I'm not counting Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If I am, that's like 2010. So either way you look at it, it was a good chunk of years.
I mean, Pokemon's my favorite game series. It's just, I really hope it's not going to be turning into a Call of Duty, because I can't do that.
Or even Assassin's Creed.
Even though it's my favorite series, I can't be that way.
I honestly cannot recommend the Ultra games to people if you just played Sun and Moon. It's like, give that a while. You don't want to play this right away, because it's basically the same game with just some slight tweaks.
So I haven't played any of that.
I mean, for you,
Which
Zig,
one
you're
should
probably
I
better to
play?
jump into the newest one, Ultra Sun and Moon, because you'll have the most content.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, maybe go back and like play one of the remakes. Like, Omega Ruby was good.
The best way I can describe Ultra Sun and Moon, it's, Emerald version, or Platinum version, or
Right.
It's like,
Crystal
it's the update version
It's
of the
the
previous game.
updated version of the game. It's
still-
just weird because there's two of them this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's weird about it.
It's just because they wanted to give the new forms to the same legendaries introduced in Sun and Moon. So because of that, they had to make two versions, which felt weird. So this is the first time we got an updated version like a year after. I mean, the last time we got one this close was Platinum, and that wasn't right away. It was like 2 years. And people even said that was too soon.
Oh my god, guys, I'm finally actually fighting the opposite team. I'm fighting
It's a miracle, right?
It just took a disconnection for it to happen.
Oh, there. It was
Like,
all
literally,
totally
I got
intentional.
disconnected and I re-entered the room and I was like, oh my god, I'm fighting the right team. Holy crap. It's a miracle. Crazy.
I hate it when I have a delay on the inkjet shot, and then I get killed right before my bullet comes out. It feels. I still like the inkjet. It definitely got a lot better, but it's still very awkward to hit people with it because of that delay.
Yeah.
It's one of those specials I think you really can't use unless you're twitchy, so you have to have motion on. You can't do that with no motion control. It just won't work. I think I actually seen a video a while ago, I think when the game first came out. It shows like how pro players use the inkjet, and it shows a player being super accurate with the gyro control. And it does like how average players use the inkjet, and it's just the guy shaking all over the place, not being able to hit a single thing. Which was pretty accurate, to be fair.
That you, Lester?
No, I actually can at least hit things, but no, it's like the guy shaking, like, shake your control or motion control. That's what he did.
Sure,
So
you're
it
not
makes you
talking
wanna
about the
hurl.
Connect?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, wait, is this the Connect?
At least you don't have to break your back while doing that.
Oh, by the way, they've officially killed off the Kinect. It's
Yep,
no
like
longer-
official now, because Xbox One has it discontinued. I'm not surprised.
Which is so
The
stupid.
first year
because
after they
oh my
stopped
God.
shipping Xbox Ones with the Kinect, I'm like, alright, yeah, that's just eventually gonna completely die.
It's like nobody actually wanted this. Like
I think the best thing I
this, it
heard about the
doesn't work.
Kinect was the voice commands, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't
Now we
like
have things like
the Star
what is-
Wars Connect game.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, we
Sonic
have such
Free Ride.
hits as Sonic Free Riders, the Star Wars Kinect game, and then the Kinect Animals. Well, that girl had no idea what she was doing during that E3 conference. This is why you don't pay 7-year-olds to be actors. It sometimes doesn't work.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
That's basically what she did. She laughed all the time on the stage because she didn't know what she was doing, and she thought it was super funny. Problem was, it really didn't help self-connect. And that's when they were introducing it. So yeah, that's a good pitch.
It's like, how am I supposed to do this? It's like, this is not good, guys.
It's like that one year where they
Can't
tried
even
to
get a
show off
little
Skyward
bullet
Sword
in.
on the Wii, and the game just didn't work at all. They had issues with the motion controls on stage.
Yeah, it's like,
They blamed non-interference.
It's like,
Alright, I'm gonna be right
sure.
back, guys. I gotta go and change my laundry. I'll be right back.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. This is turned into in real life stream.
That's
by
pretty
the
much how
way.
it goes. It's usually how it
Just
goes.
do
when
a
we have
stream, like,
people
watch me
here
do
with
laundry.
Splatfests.
It's like, literally watch me do laundry.
If someone's out there
Well,
done
that's
on
true.
Twitch, there's been so many weird streams on this site, I would not be surprised.
Yep. Should just do cooking live. Done.
Hey, people actually do that all the time, so that's not even a joke.
That'd be so weird. It's like, welcome to my mess of a kitchen. Do not criticize me on my mess of a kitchen.
Now, don't mind if the stream just dies. I have my laptop next to the microwave.
Yeah. It's like, ignore that sound. That's the dishwasher. Trying to clean my kitchen. Oh yes, ignore the Tide Pods.
Yeah. No, that's just when you do laundry.
Product placement. Oh my god, I can't look at those the same. Even in a grocery store, I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, it's like people are doing. Why?
It's like I'm just half expecting. I mean, they already did the commercial, but I'm half expecting on the packaging be like, show an infographic of, this is what you do. Don't do this. And it's like having a kid or somebody trying to put it in their mouth, and it's like, don't do that.
I mean, they'll
It's like,
probably
we
do that
need
one point.
infographic?
I mean, years ago, they had to advertise all over the place of don't jump into a dryer because kids used to do that.
Jump into
Yeah, that was a legit thing. I'm like, wow. I remember hearing about that because of the old like Sonic Says thing at the end of the like Sonic shows back in the day. They had
like,
that happen. So, wait,
this
what
is
are you
not the
talking about?
rock
That's a
and
joke, right?
roll.
Oh my god, it happened.
It's like, this is
Stupid
not
kid.
the rock and roll ride from amusement park, kids. Don't go in it. Don't do it. I don't know. I think I'm just more frustrated about people more and more, like, specifically parents are expecting companies to, like, do everything they can to protect their kids. It's like, isn't that your job?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
like to parent them, to
The parents
watch
are
them,
blaming
to make
everyone
sure
else.
they're not going to put stupid thing on, to make sure the kid isn't going to put something stupid in their mouth. Like, that's, like, I don't know, instead of blaming the company, like, one, don't buy it if you think it's too much of a risk, or two, actually watch your kid. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Like,
Because it
do
really
your,
is
do
no
your
actual good
responsibilities
solution
here.
besides just be a good parent. I don't know. Like,
I will say though, going to that, I at first it's kind of funny when you heard about like, oh yeah, the Switch carts are like laced with this harmless poison, but it tastes terrible, just to make sure kids don't have it in your mouth. But I hate when you put a Switch game in your system, but then you have to, like, you put your hand in the mouth later if you're eating food or something, and you can still taste the Switch cart. Oh, it's the worst thing. Like, you gotta wash your hands after you put a Switch cart in your system if you're gonna eat. It's the worst.
it's like, oh, I don't think that's ever happened to me.
It's only happened to me on a very rare occasion, but it's like, oh, I can still taste it on my fingers, and that's disgusting.
It's like, what is this? The taste of Nintendo?
Yeah, man, Nintendo's sour.
It's like, geez. Is this the taste of Nintendo tears? The fact we don't have voice like chat or anything? It's like Nintendo is poisonous.
Hey, some people like to believe that, so that's not wrong. They don't say that.
Nah.
At least I'm glad to hear that the Nintendo Doom comments starting to calm down. That gets old quick.
Yeah.
Now it's like everything must come to Switch, which is like, alright, now that's the new meme? Guys, stop.
I'm waiting for Nintendo flavors.
Yeah, pretty much. I still think some of my favorite
card
images I've seen, I think I just retweeted one like a day or so ago, where it's like trying to explain to a Nintendo fan that not every game comes to the Switch, and it's just a guy talking to a brick wall. Like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So, what would your favorite game taste like? What would Zelda taste like? What would Mario taste like?
Well, Mario would probably just be mushrooms, which probably wouldn't be that great. Zelda's a good question because of how many different things you can
I
have
think
in that
Mario would
series.
taste like red jelly bean.
Yeah, that'd probably work. No, I know what Mario tastes like. Super Mario cereal. That's damn expensive. Thanks, scalpers.
I've never come across that ever.
I
No,
haven't
no
seen the
surprise,
scalpers, but I've
considering-
never seen the cereal.
Never seen the cereal. I got a cereal that had like advertising a chance to win a Nintendo Switch on it if you put in like coupon codes online, and I was like, sure, I never do these stupid contests, why not? And actually it was a cereal I liked anyway, so I was like, cool. So I got 2 boxes, put them in, I was like, well, and even if you don't win, I think it gave you like platinum points or something.
Yeah, at least it gives you something, yeah.
I was like, yeah, because I was like, if I win a Switch, that'd be kind of cool, even though I already have one, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, I usually try doing those all the time. Like, I'm doing that right now with Hat in Time. I retweeted their thing. I was like, oh yeah, I can win that. It's like, oh cool. I might already have it, but I can easily gift that to someone I know who doesn't have it.
Speaking of codes, did you hear like the fact that Bayonetta 1 and 2 is having problems with the download code, that some people are getting the wrong code and therefore it's not working
Really?
for their free download? Yeah.
Oh, no, I have not heard that. Thank God that was not the case for me.
Yeah, apparently like people were tweeting out, like Nintendo of America tweeted out like that they realized that this issue was happening, and if it was happening to you to contact them through like their what is it called, their tech support form or whatever the heck that's called for them, to call them and then they would resolve it.
Going back to the GameStop talk, that could be one of the problems. Because if people are buying from GameStop, like Matt was saying earlier, that you get new games without the shrink wrap, they open it up, that could be one problem. Because that right there kind of exposes the code. The code is inside the box. It's on the label. So, I can already imagine the frustration.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, someone was saying like if your code started with certain like letters, then that one wouldn't work. But then other ones like that didn't start with those exact same letters would. So I don't know. I didn't get my copy yet because I pre-ordered it, and even though it came out technically yesterday,
Oh, you too. Good.
it's not going to be here yet.
Yeah, because
until
Matt said as well,
Tuesday.
like his isn't coming until Thursday. I guess I'm like the only one who got the get the game on release day when pre-order from Amazon, which was weird because I wasn't supposed to get it until next week, and then it showed up yesterday. Which that's
Yeah.
nice. I would like to play me some
Yeah,
Bayonetta and go again.
surprisingly, it's for Tuesday. The only reason why it's Tuesday is because Monday's a holiday here.
Yeah.
We have Heritage Day, also known as Family Day, also known as Islander Day on one province.
Also known as
Literally
Thank God I get off work day.
Pretty much. We just gave ourselves a day to keep our sanity in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
Sounds
know.
about right.
Until the next big break. I think that's the only reason why they made it, because they're like, it's a long stretch before the next big break for people, so let's just give them a long weekend in February.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here
Let's
we're
just
like,
call it.
nah, don't even bother. Work more.
Yeah. So I'm like, cool. I get Monday off. Yay.
Also known as Naive Species Day. That sounds like pretty much every day.
I don't even know what our Heritage Day is going to be. Apparently, every year here we celebrate some heritage of this province. Last year it was, I think, natives? Or like, something like that? I don't know. There's a huge problem here when it comes to like native rights that and certain violations. Like, okay, if I could say any sort of drama thing that's happening in Canada right now, that's it. It's people like fighting to give native rights.
Yeah.
because we stole their land and we killed some people, so that's not good. Because I mean, here, like, if you're of native descent, you don't pay taxes here. And in fact, I think you get some sort of like government funding. As far as I know, like I can't completely confirm these. I heard, but it's basically like kind of like our apology to we stole your land and we named it Canada.
My land now.
So, because I mean, and that's the thing. Like a lot of people were talking about was like Canada being so inclusive and all this other stuff, and it's like, yeah, well, we technically stole it, so.
Yeah, it's not surprising because that kind of sounds like a lot of countries in general that just kind of happened back in the day.
Kinda.
Like that's how America was also founded. It's like we kind of just took it.
European settlers
pretty much
came over, was like, hey, this is nice, we're gonna take this.
That's pretty much how a lot of the land in this side of the world was kind of just discovered because people just said, "Ooh, that's nice, mine."
It's like technically we didn't discover it; it was already discovered. But we're just gonna say we discovered it. We're the first people.
Pretty much. I mean, that's why the whole Christopher Columbus Day thing was such a misconception for years, because everyone thought he discovered the land. Not really.
Apparently, like that whole like thing about Thanksgiving for us being in October and yours being November is actually to disassociate between that specific. Was it Columbus Day or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
like the differentiator
we're trying to
because of that
disassociate
stuff.
from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is just legit to celebrate being thankful for, I guess, stuff.
Yeah, ours is Black Friday now.
Yeah.
So
we have Black Friday, but it's not as crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't hear of at least I don't hear of people trampling each other. Though, mind you, we don't have as large a population, so.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's been getting
like
better here as well, but that's just because of the fact that everything's moving to online shopping. So people aren't even at the stores.
Oh yeah. Not just fight each other online and crash websites.
Pretty much.
That's fine. And then get mad and call them up.
We haven't had a chance yet, conversations, but yeah, Matt just stepped away for a moment. Probably back just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Did we win? Hopefully, please. Nope. I always hate when I killed the last second when it says game. I don't think we won. I mean, it doesn't matter because if we can, I would like my last game before I get the king be against Love. Not Loves. I don't want Loves. How do we win that? Looks like there's more green. I'll take it. I guess I'm a king now. Sure.
Don't question anything.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm going to try for one more money match. If I can get one of those, then that's good. It only took 3 hours. It's not bad. Last time I did this, it took like 5. These streams were like the only excuse why I go for king a lot of the times, because it's just at that point it keeps me playing. If I'm doing this on my own time, yeah, not really. Usually up to defender or champion, unless I'm really invested.
I'm probably just gonna get to defender. Well, I'm already at defender technically. I'll probably just stay there because I don't even know if I'm gonna get.
Well, how close are you to champion if that's the case?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just been clicking yes, go to next match for like on auto, hoping I get the other team. But I think I got to defender not overly long ago, so I'm probably still a ways off.
Yeah, probably take a little bit, but. I mean, you can easily probably do it before it ends, that's for sure. Up to queen, it depends on how many wins or losses you get. I mean, it's only 2 hours left, so who knows?
I mean, heck, even if I just got a champion, that'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of snails.
Because I don't even use the snails. Like, I just hoard them.
Yeah, I'm at 136, so I can agree.
So, I don't know. It's the typical, like, RPG mentality of, oh, what if I need them for later?
My biggest thing is, like, in Splatoon 1, at least I could get away with, I can back up my save file. So if something happened and my snail was used wrongly, I can just go back. Not a big deal. Can't do that here. So I'm even more hoarding here than I was in Splatoon 1. Which is bad because these things are super useful. Like, snails you can pretty much use to do a lot of stuff with merge. You can have it to re-roll your slots. I think to upgrade the slots to have a new thing if you don't have a 1 or 2 slot gear. He might be able to actually even nowadays like do something more with them. Like, I don't know, maybe if he can add certain chunks of it, I don't know. But either way, they're super useful.
Yeah.
Because it saves you what, like 30,000 in gold? I don't know how much it is in this one, but the first game was 30,000. It was ridiculous.
Someone's name in here is I'm Gay. And they were literally just standing there for like ever. I was like, I thought they DC'd actually, but they were just, I don't know if they were lagging or they were just delayed. Like, oh god, I don't want to go in there because they have all the freaking cannons. Because, yeah, I'm on that map.
Yeah, same
It's
here.
off.
I just tried to dodge a cannon shot, and he actually sniped me out of the air with the cannon, so it didn't work out.
Yeah, pretty sure. We definitely lost that.
This map is weird with the cannons. Like, I like the idea, but man, every time I turn around, I'm killed by a cannon. Or I'm killed in the cannon. One of the two.
Yeah. I don't even know if that I'm Gay person even did anything.
I would not be surprised if he didn't.
It didn't seem he used any of his specials, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, usually, because it's not hard to get a special.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Well, he just didn't use it the whole match. And he has like specials with the cloud one.
Yeah, which at that point you
24.
should be using in Turf War.
Yeah,
You're not
no,
using it to
I don't
kill,
think
you're
he's
using it to
it.
cover. So yeah, there's definitely someone who just sits there.
Yeah. Also, I'm 24 to 50. Woohoo! Almost halfway.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah,
pretty
you can
much.
probably get the champion for the end of this, from the sounds of things.
Yeah. What is it? Midnight, which is
Yeah, it's like in 2 hours around.
yeah. It's based on Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's how they always had it.
I got a question here in chat for you. Do you charge for making like customizable like profile pics? I guess I kind of like what I have, and the rest of us on League have as well, which I still greatly appreciate.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Like I know you do commissions, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think for something like that, you're probably looking at like 20 to 30.
Yeah.
I'd say depending on like how much detail you want.
Yeah. I get that. That's why I was surprised when I was getting told that like all of us in the group were getting commissions, because I didn't think that was going to happen for that reason. Like, oh, well,
Yeah.
thanks. Didn't expect it.
Yeah, no, it was a request, and it was like, okay.
Yeah. Because I know
Just
Matt and Amber
price
had you
individual
like
and
commission for a
times it.
couple pieces of art at points too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking I was still gonna get back to another commission. Hello!
Yeah, and speaking of you, hey,
Well, speaking of me, what
I
happened?
just mentioned your name and you came back. That's what happened.
Amazing.
We just talked about commission stuff. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Like how you like commission Allison for a couple things of art over like the
Yeah,
past couple
I'm,
years.
I'm
Like, that's
thankful
what we
for
mentioned.
that. Thank you, Allison.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we commissioned all the caricatures of us in
Yeah.
League, so it was just Amber's way of wanting to give back to the group too. So that's why
Yeah.
she did. What she
Which
did.
really helped, especially when we all had the icons made after that from O2.
Yeah, those were really good.
Yeah.
I summoned the Matt. You summoned the Matt. Sorry, I had to go do some laundry real quick because the last load finished, so I had to go change it out.
Yeah.
And since the people in this house share a laundry thing, I didn't want anybody else waiting on me.
Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, there we go. Now we can finally end the Splatfest. Now I'm fighting money. I wanted to at least do one more money match before we called it a Splatfest. Because I got the king while you were gone. Like
You got the king?
10
Okay,
minutes
good.
ago, maybe? It wasn't that long ago.
I'm like 24 out of 99, I think.
Yeah, you're getting there. I think it
Getting
depends
there.
how many wins that you can get now for if you can get it, that's for sure.
When does this end again? I forget.
In like about 2 hours.
I almost heard this, like, what does this end? What does this
When does the torture stop?
please?
When does the lovey love end?
According to Dragon Ball Super's Universe arc, not until a couple months, I'm sorry. Universe 2 sticks around for a while. Which means they say love all the time. And you know what that means? You're super beautiful, and as soon as you want to turn into a love transformation, you're hideous. It's anime.
Oh boy.
Although I do like one thing is like the transformations they had for the Universe 2 fighters. It was basically Sailor Moon transformations.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, Sailor Moon.
Which is not surprising, because I think Toei's a pretty big fan of that kind of thing. It's in a lot of his animes from what I've heard.
Wait, didn't Toei make Sailor Moon?
I think
can't
so,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but I think he did.
Well, I remember watching Sailor Moon Crystal. I don't know what the hell happened to that thing.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it just kind of stopped. It was like, okay. Alright. It's like, it was chugging along pretty good, and it's like, nope,
Yeah.
not anymore. The one I'm most excited for coming out next is probably like, which won't be for a while because it's had a second season, is Attack on Titan. I love that anime. It's
we
great.
were just talking about that.
Yeah, right before you came in, too.
Yeah, right before you came in. I just
During
said,
like our
I've
big
heard a
anime
lot
talk
of
about
people
Pokemon Kill la Kill, Attack on Titan.
It's a good
Danny
anime.
Phantom was in there for
Titan.
some reason.
It's either
Attack on
him.
Titan.
Yeah.
Even said Titan.
Ironically, how I ended up finished watching Danny Phantom, I think I was 2021 by the time I finally finished watching it. Because, I mean, I watched it when it aired, but then it just kind of, like, you know, went away. And then they, when they brought Canada, or when they brought, yeah, I was about to say, when they brought Canada to Netflix, I mean, what? When they
Oh man, they
Netflix
brought the
to Canada-
country over. It's a miracle.
when they brought Netflix to Canada, that was like one of the only like decent shows that was on there because it was atrocious when they brought it over here. Like there was like no selection. You couldn't even like look at movies that had been out for like 10 years or something. It was
Jeez.
ridiculous. But ironically, they had Danny Phantom there, and I was like, why not? Never finished watching it. So I ended up watching the rest of it on Netflix. It's on the trial version. I was like, okay. I think I actually watched it on the Wii as well. It's like the Wii Netflix app.
Oh, well, to be fair, I heard that was better than the Wii U one.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, and then I just like was like, okay, Netflix sucks. There's nothing else besides this, so I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now
we
they're
were just
Monopoly.
talking about how Netflix. Amber's been watching a lot of Netflix ever since we got it back this month. She started with she started watching The Walking Dead, and she
Yeah.
just started last week, and she's already in the middle of season 6 right now. I'm
Yeah.
just holy crap.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Bulk watching, man.
Yeah, Castlevania on Netflix is really good. They just got renewed
Oh,
for the
yeah.
second season. I believe they're talking like 8 episodes this time. Which is
Oh
gonna be
boy,
great.
that's great.
I know, that's double the length than the first one.
Yay!
It's a miracle.
I love Trevor Belmont's character.
It's really
It's
good.
just it's perfect.
One thing I will say though, Attack on Titan season 2 is really short.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
it's pretty dang short.
It was 12
I was
episodes.
disappointed.
I was like, oh my gosh, really? I wanted more, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't
Yeah, I
want to
got
know loss,
TV
but
to
at the
watch.
same time, trying to find money is like actually trying to find money in real life. Not easy.
So look, there's money, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's my money tree? The whole analogy. money
Okay, I
doesn't grow
actually
on
like
trees, you
this
know.
one because we always gotta end on memes, and I immediately run into High Tide's post of making it rain of her just shoving down dollar bills. That's actually pretty good.
Dollar bills.
Hey, at least I'm not making it drizzle. Those coins hurt.
Like, oh my god.
Money can buy cats. Okay, sure. Keep on telling yourself that. It's true.
No, I get it. I get it. It's because
Help,
it's
I lost my life savings in Bitcoin. Give me back my graphics card prices.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitches. Why does a GTX 1080 almost cost me $1,000? Come on, there's 600.
cryptocurrency. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cryptocurrency
For
miners are kind
mining
of
and
crazy
for
right
nothing.
now. It's like you're technically not able to use that in most places for a reason, so yeah.
I
don't
love
know.
my life savings in Bitcoin.
It sucks to be a PC gamer right now. It really does. I can always recommend getting the PC game because it's cheaper, but like not right now. It's more expensive.
Even Molly's upset. She was
Yeah.
whining at comment there.
Why
But
did
yeah,
you
it's
choose
just
team love over money? Because I love my family. Because I love my friends. I tossed a coin. So you used
I-
money. What kind of comic strip was that?
I
Use money
fight my friends.
To decide if I should pick between love or money.
That sounds about right.
Okay. That's as obvious as it gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Sucks about being a PC gamer right now. Graphics card prices are stupid.
Because of cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Main
Every
reason.
tech channel I've been watching it have echoed the same thing for a reason. It's way too expensive because crypto miners. Oh my god. I'm glad I built when I did. I regret my build when I did it, and also not because of that. Just because of that. I regret it because of Ryzen. I could have got a more powerful CPU for the same price. But then I also don't regret it because I like actually being able to afford a graphics card. 600 compared to 1,000. Yeah. I think I have my opinion made.
It's like, yep.
But yeah, that was a Splatfest. I like that Wario up there. That's a nice Wario. I've seen that a lot tonight, but in yellow
Yeah, I
looks even
saw
better.
that Wario a lot tonight.
He looks fitting in yellow.
I think that's why they went for
I'm
it.
still surprised I got more money matches compared to you guys, though. I'm legit surprised.
Oh my gosh, don't even start.
Yeah.
I swear. I'm still on Love You Love right now. I haven't gotten a money match in like 30 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Me.
that's probably the same as me.
The only person that can really love yourself is yourself. Good night, everybody.
Lol.